I'm pretty sure by doing that it'll allow me to get it going, but we'll find out. If it works, it works. If it don't, it don't. Damn, Puzzle and Vampire Survivor sponsorship. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Let's see. Just chatting. We're good to go. We're doing a completely new segment today, this Friday. We doing something that is 100% off topic, off stream, off brand. Because it's motherfucking research time, boy. It's time for the research. Oh, yes. Oh, so far we're doing good. No frame drops, no nothing. Everything's good to go. Oh, how do I see chat? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna have to be researching and all that jazz. Today, chat. Good morning. Time for you all to learn today. You're gonna be learning with me. It'll be pretty PogChamp. Good morning, friends. What's up? Today we're going to be doing a new segment. It's a little different. It's a little weird. It's going to be weird for all of us, to be honest. So I hope you comply. Because we are going to be doing a new project. And this new project is research project. So I've come to the conclusion that you should already know. I don't have time in my life for doing anything anymore. So I'm just going to put that time into my time. So usually I research offline, trying to figure shit out and trying to get things done. Internet sucks at the moment, so I don't know what the fuck is going on. But now we're going to be researching. Together, we're going to be the best YouTubers and VTubers and all the tubers in the world. You name them, we got them. We're gonna become just like them. So, practically, this is going to be a weekly video where I kind of just, watch videos and learn things. So if you want to learn and become a better streamer like me, and better than me, you should stick around. Because it's research time, baby. Because I gotta get good. It's time for us to stream. Welcome to the new segment called Trouble Research Project. Once again, sorry I had to take a piss there real quick. We in it to win it, you know. So fun. What the hell? The hell is that? What the hell is that? Phone? Ain't no phone connected. Be gone with thee. Okay, so here's how it goes. This segment is legitimately a research segment, right? This is just where I, Tolovetrouble, am going to look through YouTube videos and apply certain settings to things that I want. Right? You get what I'm saying? How is everybody today? Welcome to the stream. My goal today is to try to integrate both YouTube and Twitch chat together. So when somebody does talk to me on YouTube chat, I can at least respond to them. While I do prefer and prioritize the Twitch chat overall, it's nice if I could at least see the chat, right? Even though you're only going to see Twitch chat just floating around on OBS. And Turco was hacking already? True, true. He wants chat to do his homework for him? That's right. You got any tips and tricks, you fucking let me know ASAP. So for starters, right? For starters, I'm gonna try, I don't know if we can do it now because we're streaming. Yeah, we're streaming, so we can't set it up. But we're going to be remembering how to get 6-track videos. So whenever I have to do editings and recordings, it is automatically creating a convenient slot for me. I don't know if you know what that means. But in some way, it's also a way to expand my stream. You get what I mean? Because I have a lot of goals, and in order for me to do a lot of these goals, I have to get things set up. And in order for a lot of things to get set up, I need research and start prepping them. So, the whole goal, chat, is just that. Today is going to be the research a day. Right? So, like, for instance, we would go to YouTube and be like, how to set up 6 tracks on OBS Studio. Right? How do I set up multi-layer tracks on OBS Studio? So we'll get like this YouTube pop-up, and then we get to listen to it. Right? We're just gonna watch videos. Essentially, we're gonna be watching videos, and I'm gonna be writing notes. So I hope you guys are ready for some comfy ass stream. And if you got any questions, right, just let me know, and I can either answer them or we can just fucking search them. You know what I'm saying? This stream legitimately is just me attempting to be a better streamer, but I don't have the time to fucking do it, so we researching. We on that big dick grind research chat. Remember that. So like, for instance, I'm gonna pause this music. How is the VOD, chat? How's the VOD? Can you guys hear the VOD?
Your mic sounds great. Your game is clear, and your
is this all good to go?
Amazing.
We're good.
You've done it.
Are we getting things done?
At you to fix your audio.
See, look. I know you guys.
Too loud, so
my audio setting is garbage.
Except now they can't hear the music at all because it's on the same slider. So let's raise that back up and lower the game volume in the settings instead.
That's what I'm saying.
Finally happy, Except you're not. Now you can't hear the game at all over the music, and
That's
you keep
right.
getting shot in the ass because of that. Today we are fixing all of this pain.
See?
We're going to be setting.
You see this, chat? This is why I need this. Because by figuring this shit out, we are going to be able to get better as a streamer, and you guys don't get ear blasted on some next level things. But I don't think I need this. I think I just need it on my what's the Go XLR. But the problem is I think Go XLR is going away. But by learning this technique, I'll be able to also get a better understanding. And also, I've already done this before, but I just gotta look at it through OBS Studio, because OBS Studio and Streamlabs are like two different monsters, so we gotta figure shit out.
Or Streamlabs to route your different audio sources carefully into different channels, and then
that's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. This shit looks much more simpler than Go XLR
audio. It will also help make your mic sound clearer, crisper, and cleaner.
Oh, see, look, clearer, crisper. Like you know how I sound, and let's be honest, I don't sound like a streamer. I sound like Tyler One on shitty mic. It is what it is.
At the end of the video, I'm going to show you how to set up your recordings to have separate audio tracks.
And then this is my second attempt, right, where I want to get all these tracks. So whenever I want to go streaming, whenever I want to do some video editing, if I'm trying to give my video to a video editor, this shit's already set up, so they don't have to struggle as hard.
How crucial this is for editing streams later into videos, or
because I've noticed that whenever I'm trying to edit my videos, my track is just utter trash. So by utilizing the 6-track method, I 100% be able to get will make it an easier time for me to edit shit, able to get rid of stuff easier, and able to, you know, give it to a quote-unquote video editor.
TikToks, so stick around for that.
First, and then it says, yeah,
for editing streams later into videos or TikToks, so stick
TikTok
around
and all that jazz.
First, we're going to need to grab the software. It's called Sonar, or Sonar for streamers. I'll link it in the description, so head over to the SteelSeries website and click free download. Install that and open the program. It will be called SteelSeries GG, and once it's open, click the Sonar tab. There might be a pop-up that asks you to select your microphone and headphones, so read these carefully and select your system's mic and your headphones. Don't worry, I will show you where to change it as well later. It's not locked in at all. Once you reach the mixer section as shown here, head to the top right and click streamer mode. You're going to be met with 5 different channels and a master channel. Let's confirm you set your mic and headphones up properly before we do a quick giveaway. So click the cogwheel on the master channel and you will see 3 drop downs. The first says personal mix. This is your audio.
See, I wonder if Go XLR got extinct because technically Go XLR is the physical equipment of this, and by SteelSeries already creating system like that, like I think it's already obsoleted.
Your mix that you're going to
but
use
you do need like a better PC.
Speakers. You're going to want to set this to, again, your headphones or speakers. Mine are called System Bridgecast, but you can also see my Arctis headset is here as well. Next is the
and then every YouTube VOD that I see, I'll put it in the description, right? Or I'll put it in chat so you guys can check it out if you guys want to.
Talking into. So set this to your microphone. Mine is called Mic Bridgecast, but you also be called something like Samsung Q2U if you've bought the mic I tend to recommend. And with that, it's time to start routing.
Damn, did you hear that flex? The boy said you better buy my shit.
This giveaway by Own. Thank you to our sponsor Own for doing today's giveaway. Own.tv is the best place to get stream overlays, alerts, sub badges, and just you name it, graphics for anything you need as a streamer. They've given me dozens of vouchers for their store, which work alongside.
It is pretty cool. I've seen Own's content. Own's content's pretty cool.
This means that anytime
low key, I'm thinking of grabbing one.
A massive sale
right now, until I get my VTuber shit ready.
Website, even a full animated overlay pack for just a few dollars, or even free. All you have to do to enter is to write hashtag.
Right, because right now I lost my BRB screen. As you can clearly see, there's no BRB screen anymore. It used to be something. I forgot what it was. So I'm probably thinking about using ohm.3D or ohm whatever.
Alert pack, you name it. Thank you again to Own
And try to
Voice,
at
this
least
channel,
get a
and make this
BRB
content
screen.
without them.
So whenever
Now
I
that you have
need to take a
Sonar
piss,
installed, this is going to
I'd
be
put
where all our audio
music
comes
on.
from. So
I'd
let's
put
add this
the
to
BRB
OBS
screen
or
on and put the
Streamlabs as a
music back
single
on.
sound source. Open OBS, click settings, go to audio, and you'll see all these drop downs here. I want you to remove your mic and all your other captions.
Oh goddamn!
To disabled and instead just add SteelSeries Sonar Stream to Mic Aux Audio 1. From there, click apply and you'll see this single audio level at the bottom.
Yeah, because at this point, right, chat, this gimmick is the same gimmick that I need to do with Go
The
XLR.
3 dots and make sure it's set to vertical because horizontal levels are for freaks, psychos, and sickos. Then click
Oh,
them again
damn.
and rename it to Stream Mix so you never get confused.
He said
about
we're
what audio
sickos,
is
chat,
there.
'cause
I
I'm
briefly explained it
horizontal.
earlier, but you can see here there are 5 columns. There's game, chat, media, aux, and mic. These are essentially virtual audio sources. If you're a beginner, think of it like
If I remember correctly, your BRB screen was a short VOD that would repeat. That is true. See, my low key, right? My BRB screen, I wanted to make it like a, I don't know, like a shorts or, I don't know. I don't want to make it a short. Something simple, right? Something that will keep the. Oh, what was the video? Do you remember, Analog? I think it was like a lewd BB or something. Or some dumb random GIF or some weird shit like that. But I lost where that shit went, so it is what it is.
like this. When you plug a microphone into your computer, you get a microphone source that you can add to OBS. And if you plug a second microphone in, you'll get a second microphone source that you could
My
also
God, how
add
many
to
microphones
OBS.
does
These are two
motherfucker
different
have?
microphones and 2 different sources. Sonar creates new virtual audio sources on your computer, kind of like adding a microphone. But rather than sending your voice to that source like a microphone would, you're sending your computer programs that create audio. So your game, Spotify, Google Chrome, you name it, if it makes audio, you can route it. For example, if I play music on Spotify, you'll see Spotify appears down here at the bottom in the apps to be routed section. I can then drag Spotify over to the media channel, and now the levels here are moving with the music. And if I look inside OBS, then the stream mix is also moving as well. Now, if I want to change the volume of my Spotify, I can drag this volume slider for media all the way down, and it will become quieter in OBS. But wait, you might not be able to actually hear your music when you've done this. Well, that might be because you need to click the cogwheel and tick personal mix as well as stream mix. This means that you are sending the audio to your personal mix, your headphones, as well as to your
That's
stream
nice.
mix, your
That's
viewers.
actually good. You see this one? It had a few different GIF stickers together. It was pretty cool. Yeah, it's true. I don't know where that GIF sticker / file setup went. It fucking kaput. Because right now my PC's getting old, so a lot of shit, like, the actual PC is like starting to forget its own existence. So it's kind of wonky. I need a new PC soon.
And this goes for all these sources as well.
That's
I can
pretty
route
cool.
any audio from any program to any of these channels and then send it to my stream, or to me, or to both, all while controlling the volume from Sonar and not all the individual programs. This means if I don't want to listen to music but my viewers do, I can lower or even outright mute my music by moving my personal mix media slider all the way down. This
Well,
is
that's
called
pretty cool.
submixing.
Like, during, like, League of Legends or Apex, you want to hear some music in the background, right? While we're, like, communicating and playing. I would like that. Where you guys can hear the music in the background just a little bit. I don't hear none of that shit. And I don't know if OBS can pull that shit off. I think they can to an extent, but I don't know if this is better.
I find most streamers like to hear the games at full
Hacker
volume,
man?
especially people playing shooters where it's crucial you can hear your enemies. But viewers prefer listening to music because it fills in all the dead air when the streamer isn't speaking or just focusing really intensely.
You see
So I
the
can route
the
my
concept
game
of
by
why
game,
I'm
Discord
doing
to
this
chat,
stream
music to
on
media,
stream.
and whatever else I want to aux, and then level everything carefully for my stream and for me, which is amazing because I'm a little bit deaf if you didn't know, and I need to listen to
What the
everything.
hell just happened? You went like Super Saiyan. But you see where I'm going with this, right, chat? This segment, every Friday is going to be a research Friday. where I'm just gonna learn at least one new
much
thing about
louder
streaming.
than my
So
viewers
we're gonna
want
get
to,
it better.
especially my games. And all of the audio that I've added to Stream Mix, routed and leveled is still being sent to the Stream Mix source we added to OBS, which includes my microphone. Now, I still want to show you guys how to set up 6-track recording, aka the best thing every content creator needs to use for editing videos, shorts, and TikToks, aka the actual thing that grows your stream. But I want to quickly cover.
Damn! You hear that shit? And he's not wrong. I'm not gonna lie to you. The age of just literally streaming all day is over. It's facts, right? Like, during COVID, you wanted to be online forever. Before COVID, you wanted to be online forever. Because everybody and their mom would had a chance to watch you if you're online forever. But now, since there's just so many options and shit, now we have to clickbait everybody and their mom and like use YouTube shorts, TikTok shorts, Instagram shorts, Facebook stories, you name it, in order for her to get anybody's attention. Case in point, I need to work on it.
Few really cool features in Sonar. Number one, as much as you want to, don't try to listen to your own mic source through Personal Mix. Pretty much, it is impossible to get lag-free monitoring for a microphone on a virtual mixer. It's something that I really want and something that you guys ask about a lot, so I often have to bring it up, but no, I haven't found lag-free monitoring in software. If you do try to listen back to your microphone through Personal Mix while streaming, you'll speech jam yourself. And while it's hilarious watching someone stutter because their voice is in their ears, it's not great content after about 30 seconds. That said, what you can do with this software is make your mic sound absolutely amazing. If you click mic up at the top, you'll see it has what's called a 10-band parametric EQ.
Yeah, I need to get my microphone set up. Because if you compare it to other streamers, right, chat, my microphone, I think, is the weakest that I have, which is a problem as a PNG tuber slash VTuber, right?
Or crisp, or generally just pretend they have a much
because I need to get a better voice. I need to
recommend going and finding
allow
a video guide on EQ before you start
things
fiddling.
to,
but for now,
you know,
you can try
change
these
things
different
up.
presets built for different voice types until you get one that you really like. And of course, if you scroll down, you can lightly add noise reduction to remove any.
And you get to see behind the screens of what we have to do every day in order to improve ourselves, right, chat?
Very hollow or
giving you guys the quote-unquote the backdoor
like a radio presenter, but again, don't go too heavy. And of course, a noise gate so the mic isn't always transmitting out as well, and instead just grabs when you speak or the mic picks up something loud. To set this easily, turn on the gate, put it all the way to the side, and then start talking.
You're seeing the unveil of the curtain
until you hear your voice. Then go a little bit further and stop, because that'll capture even the quieter times when you're talking. This is a very surface level look, but I think these tools are really great for beginners, so I wanted to shout them out. Now let's cover 6-track recording. Earlier we added the
tell me the 6-track recording.
Now we're gonna add more sources, but carefully set them up so that the stream and yourself won't be able to hear them, but they will still be recorded in OBS. If we don't set this up,
I can't do any of this shit. I'm streaming right now. What the hell, boy?
then all of our audio will be on one single track later for editing. So if we want to raise our voice up in post-production, it means our game, music, everything will be raised as well. And in reverse, if we wanted to lower our game volume on editing so people could hear our voice, well, that's impossible. We would just be lowering all our audio.
Yeah, by the way,
hopefully that explanation.
By the way, is the music too loud? Is the background music super loud? I just wanted to ask. I just realized. Am I overpowering the quote-unquote media?
I use advanced mode settings, but if you use simple and don't want to be confused trying to set everything
like, for instance, whenever I'm talking over him, I should be overpowering him by like 2 folds, right? But you can still hear the guy in the background. The whole goal of this point of this stream is also to fix our audio settings so we don't have to worry about too much about this crap during games.
Almost all the settings here will be the exact same, so don't worry, you can still do everything you need. First, we're going to check the streaming section and make sure our streaming audio track is set to 1. This means the stream will hear anything we set to track 1 later. Now we go to the recording section, and I want you to make sure the recording format is .mkv. This isn't needed for the audio, but setting it to MKV means if OBS ever crashes or your PC shuts off mid-recording or stream, well, your recording won't corrupt.
Audio sounds good right now? Good. So I gotta do this whenever the stream's over. So let me write this shit down. Here. We'll put it in fucking Google Words. Yeah, we'll put it in Google Docs. We'll put it right there. Just say, change Troubs needs to do. Man, I can't read shit, bro. Turn that shit up to like 20. We'll make it 25. I'm blind as hell. Perfect. So, needs to change MP4 to MKV. MKV for recording. Alright. Everything we like to take notes, we're going to take notes on stream, boys. Get ready. Get your pencils and papers out. Bro, go dark mode? I can go dark mode in Google Docs? How the fuck do you do that? How do I go dark mode in fucking Google Docs? What the hell? I didn't know you can go dark mode. I want to go dark mode. How do I go dark mode, Bernie? You're telling me, but you ain't telling me. I want dark mode. Because if I ever go to Google Marketplace, they're all like AI. Codes are highlighted. Pretty form designers. One look thesaurus. Ain't no fucking no dark mode, bruh. Why you lying? Why the fuck are you lying? Isn't dark mode just off your, wait, what? Isn't dark mode just turning off your monitor? True, true. Sheets or sliders, then tap theme. Okay, okay. Where the fuck is that? Sheets or sliders, tap theme. Where can I find sheets or sliders? Nocturnal? And Bernie's telling me go to sheets or sliders. I don't know where the fuck sheets or slider is. He's telling some voodoo shit right now. You gotta be more clear. Instruction unclear. PP stuck in wall. Never mind. That's on my phone. Yeah, it's only on iPhone. This is Google shit, my friend. So are you telling me I should Google how to dark mode on Google Doc? Open the Google Sheet and Slider apps on your Android app. At the top left menu, click on Chosen Themes. Under the theme selection, choose Dark Light System Default and change your OS theme to dark mode. How do I enable this shit into dark mode? Open Google Docs, Sheet, Sliders, or in the Android app. Bitch, I don't need it on the Android app. Brother, you're trolling. On PC, bitch. On PC. PC, please. Install the Google Doc dark mode extension. Oh, well, shit. Fuck me. And there it is, chat. It says, go to Google Docs dark mode. Well, I'll add that shit fucking to... Alright, that's been added. Working? Did it work? Oh shit, there it is. Daytime, nighttime. Alright, I think we did it. Alright, it's not the best. Alright. But I think we did it. There you go. You happy now? It's not the best. Sacrifice him? We'll kill him on the spot. No problem. No. He's good. We're good. This is better, right? It's not the best, but low key, I think it is better. As long as you guys don't see my personal info, I think we're Gucci.
Now, click settings again, go to audio, and see that mic aux audio 1 is taken by that stream mix we set up earlier. And now I want you to add SteelSeries microphone to mic aux audio 2, then SteelSeries...
Whoa, what the fuck? Why?
And now I want you to add SteelSeries microphone to mic aux audio 2, then SteelSeries Gaming to Desktop Audio 1, and then Media to Desktop Audio 2. Now, any audio you routed to these channels in Sonar will be sent to OBS directly as well. Click Apply,
what
and
the hell?
you'll see that you have 4 different volume levels at the bottom of OBS. Currently, all of these are going out to your viewers, which means we need to fix that very fast. But first, not so fast that we're going to make it messy. So rename each of these levels appropriately. If you followed along exactly, then your desktop audio should now be nicknamed Gaming.
Oh, look at that, huh?
And finally, mic aux 2 should be named.
Look at all this shit.
Once that is done, click any of the
Kinda
3
OP,
dots
I ain't gonna lie.
Audio properties. First step, I want you to turn off every single track so the entire thing is empty. Now remember, we want our viewers to hear the stream mix, and we also set our stream track to 1 earlier. So
this guy's a genius!
List and select track 1. For our gaming, our media, and our mic, we don't want these on track 1 because Sonar is already sending them to our viewers through the stream mix. If we set them to track 1, it would double up. So instead, we're going to set our microphone to track 2, gaming to track 3, and media to track 4. With that done, it means when we stream, viewers will hear everything through the Sonar stream mix, but when we also record, every individual channel from Sonar will be on its own track.
Well.
You do need to route an app to the correct channel. It will not do this automatically. So if you've never played Baldur's Gate yet, but you load it up and don't route it to the game channel, well, then
oh god, it can automatically add it sometimes, but please check.
Put it on its own channel inside OBS because you never routed it to gaming. So let me record something here briefly and I can show you the 6 tracks. But before I drag this clip that I recorded into my editing software, I actually have to go to OBS, click File, click Remux, select the file I just recorded, and then click Remux. I'm doing this because we changed our recording format to MKV to keep the file safe from crashes mid-recording earlier, which makes them awesome for recording, but MKV are not so great for editing. So when we remux, we're just turning it into an MP4 with absolutely no quality loss. I dragged the MP4.
Oh, look at that! So let's write that shit down, chat.
Stream mix. Oh, it's automatic. Well, then it won't be recorded on its own channel inside.
It's actually big brain for me here.
Gaming. So let me record something here briefly and I can show you the 6 tracks. But before I drag this clip that I recorded into my editing software, I actually have to go to OBS, click File, click...
I gotta do File. When done recording, File into... File into Remux for conversion back to MP4. Cause fuck MKV. Alright, good to know, good to know.
Remux, select the file I just recorded, and then click Remux. I'm doing this because we changed our recording format to MKV to keep the file safe from crashes mid-recording earlier, which makes them awesome for recording, but MKV are not so great for editing. So when we remux, we're just turning it into an MP4 with absolutely no quality loss.
So I have to get a settings that if I ever want to edit and do and give away videos, I have to remux all my streaming and recordings.
I dragged the MP4 version into the editing software and then that into my timeline, and as you can see here, I have 6 tracks. I can individually delete, change the volume, cut parts, add effects, just ditch the game so I only have my voice, ditch everything so I just have the game, you name it, I have full control.
That's pretty
These tracks
cool.
correlate directly to the OBS ones as well, so my stream mix is on track 1. This is all the audio stream heard. You'll likely delete this when you're editing, but if not, it's there. And then on track 2, you have your microphone, your game is on track 3, and your music is on track 4. Congratulations, you have successfully split all your audio up so you can edit and change the levels with Sonar in OBS, and when you're editing later, you have them all split off perfectly. But if your microphone still sounds like shit, then why don't you click this video right here where I show you guys the absolute best microphone for every content creator and how it is actually only $75. It's wild.
Well, look at that, huh? Here's the VOD chat. It's on Twitch. I don't know if I can post it on YouTube. We'll attempt. There's the VOD if you guys want more info about it. I don't know if I can put it on Twitch low key. We'll try, but no promises, right? Because I don't think I can interact with YouTube chat, which is kind of weird, but it is what it is. But here we go. Here we go. And then yeah, now we're gonna go for mic test.
Microphones have in common: the Rode XDM 100, the Blue Sonar, the Go XLR mic, the Beacon mic, and the Elgato Wave 3. Well, if you
have none of those,
several $100s and were recommended by YouTubers to new creators under the idea of being budget friendly and the best beginner mic, then you're right. Personally, I don't know what budget friendly means to most.
Oh my god, look at all these cash prizes. God damn, that's too much. That's way too much, brother.
YouTubers these days, but to me, I'm thinking 40, 50 bucks, $100 max. And if I'm spending $100 on someone's recommendation, then I want an assurance that 3 months from now, they're not going to upload a video saying all the same things about a new microphone that they got sent, telling me to buy that one instead because it's better. This is why for the past 2 years, I have...
He knows what he's talking about, chat. You hear that?
The Samsung Q2U. Let me show you...
Oh, dude! By the way, I don't know if it's Samsung, but my first 5 years of streaming, I streamed on a karaoke mic.
Why? By comparing this microphone to the $300 Rode XDM and the $800 plus setup that I used for my Shure SM7B. But first,
damn. One day I'll get a Shure SM7B. Sounds great.
Money, and I'm
well, that's one day.
To do this, so let's do a giveaway as well. Own.tv, the best place to get stream overlays, alerts, sub badges, you name it, has given me.
There's his advertisement, right? Because I think he's sponsored by Own.
Sales, which means right now you could grab pretty much any of their overlays for either free or just a few dollars. I'll give them away in the comments. All you have to do to enter is click the link in the description, pick an overlay, sub badge, alert pack, whatever it is you would buy if you won, and then comment #owned_giveaway and the name of the pack that you want to grab. And massive thank you to Own for
look at that.
Video. If you want to support me and
giveaway,
so
I wanted to ask, did the Mojang shit finally over? Is Minecraft finally just one server? Because I always had the problem of which Minecraft to buy, because I wanted to play Minecraft, but there's so many people having different there's 2 different types of Minecraft, and I wanted to make sure that I buy the one so that I play all. You get what I mean?
Give back to you guys. Now back to the video. Starting with the basics, the Samsung Q2U is a dynamic microphone, not a condenser microphone. I could show you dozens of graphs like this one here.
God damn.
Look at the way Just kidding, you don't care about that.
Damn, he just said he ain't gonna learn that shit.
Do you know? Essentially, dynamic microphones are less sensitive than condenser microphones, which means sometimes they need to be closer and might require a bit more gain. But these aren't bad things. You see, dynamic mics are better in untreated
fuck learning,
like home offices, bedrooms, or even bathrooms. Mine's made of wood. I think it's kind of cool, but some people say that's weird, aka your stream rooms. They're also better at dealing with background noise, like your mum telling you to clean your room or your dad throwing beer cans at you from the other side of the house. One of the reasons the Samsung Q2U is great is because it's a cardioid polar pattern. Do you want to see the graphs that explain it? No, you don't. So instead, let's just say cardioid means it handles sound right out of the front here and doesn't pick up sound from behind it or, well, under it. It still gets audio from the sides, as you can see from this and this, but you can tell as soon as I move.
Are you saying that if I talk above, which one's better? Is it this way or this way? Because right now I'm right on top of the mic. Because this one's on side of the mic.
Oh, look, he's using the same bit again to tell you that it just means that it picks up audio from all around it rather than directly in front of it.
Damn, this motherfucker, how many of him there are there? So many editing. You see this shit? That's a dream edit right there.
Well, your wallet. The Samsung Q2U is between 70 to 80 USD most of the time. Sometimes it costs a bit more or less. It goes up and down. So look around a bit, and if you need, check the links in the description. They are affiliate links, so if you do use them, they don't cost more, but I do get a small cut from them. I know 80 USD is a little bit pricey, but hear me out. I don't think you'll need to upgrade this mic anytime soon, especially because it's USB and XLR, meaning if you decide to upgrade to an XLR...
No, not mine. When I bought mine, that shit was pure USB plug and play. It was ass.
Or on unnecessary mics.
It was like a $40 fucking
for example, you'll see
karaoke wannabe mic.
I'm using the Thron Max S6 low profile mic arm for my tests. A mic arm I can confidently recommend, unlike say the Elgato low profile.
ASMR voice, yeah.
but
Dude,
it
you should have
sounds
heard me when
aggressive
I was
and
like
and before
5
you
years
say,
ago.
"Okay, maybe yours
You
is
thought
faulty."
this?
Yeah, that's what I thought. So I bought
You
it.
thought
on
this
the
is
second
bad.
Elgato low profile,
Listen,
and it continues to sag.
it
on
was
there
worse
too.
back in the
So if
day.
you want a really good mic arm, I linked the Thron Max.
Oh
Air
damn, the
description as
boom
well.
mic is
So with that
slowly
said,
moving.
if
That's
you
so
want to
trash.
know what it sounds like, it's time to show you everything. Today, we're not using any filters on the microphone. We're plugged right into my PC with a supplied cable, and I've leveled the audio with the Windows settings so that OBS is reaching minus 12 dB. Hello there, I'm currently typing out this onto Discord so that you can also see what it sounds like when I'm using my keyboard without any filters. And now I am really slamming away at the keys as if I was angrily typing out a letter to my mum.
Damn, he's typing letters saying keep yourself
This
safe.
is me typing out a message as well into Discord while I have a default expander filter in OBS. Listening back to the keyboard test, I know you can still hear it. No microphone is going to be able to cut that out entirely. However, with proper placement, proper leveling, and using expander filters, you can really minimize it. To be honest, even with my Shure SM7B, I can still hear my keyboard as well with everything that it does and for its price. This is what the Samsung Q2U sounds like when I have a fan set to max speed about a meter away. And this is what it sounds like when I have a fan 30 centimeters away at max speed aimed directly into the microphone. And this is what the Samsung Q2U sounds like with a fan pointed directly into the microphone at max speed.
That's not
but
too
with
bad.
OBS noise suppression set to default added. I'm actually ridiculously impressed with the fan test. I know you can still hear it, but the fact that you can't hear any of the buffering sounds when the fan is set to max right up next to it.
It is impressive.
And I love that.
The Samsung mic actually is ball champ.
This is what I sound like a meter away, but with my gain increased to 90% in my Windows settings. This is what I sound like from a meter away, but with my settings at 90% and with a little bit of noise suppression added by default. I don't know if the distance test really shows anything. You're not going to use this microphone from over a meter away, but to be honest,
Yeah, I don't know why you would be in a meter away unless you're like doing some Beat Sabers or some dumb shit.
10 centimeters away. And now I'm going to turn off my visuals and play you 3 different audio clips. One will be from the Samsung Q2U, the other will be from the Rode XDM100, and the other will be from the Shure SM7B. These are all dynamic microphones, however they're all very different price points, and it's important to mention the Samsung Q2U will still be plugged in via USB, the Rode XDM100 will be plugged in via USB-C, and the Shure SM7B will be plugged in via XLR cord, going into then into my Go XLR. And I'm going to make sure that all of the filters, boosting, and handling that happen
dying, Daniel.
software such as Unify or on my
Like
Go
eating
XLR
cheese.
are completely turned
When you
off.
hate the chat, talk far away from the mic. That's right. Just walk away and be far. And be like, hey, yo, fuck you.
Clip 1. This is audio clip 2. This is audio clip 2. This is audio clip 3. This is audio clip 3. So, which did you prefer? Audio clip
I like
1
the third
is the
one.
Samsung Q2U. Audio clip 2 is the Rode XDM, and audio clip 3 is the Shure SM7B.
The Shure SMB had a nice
$100, one being around $200 to $300, and the other being $400 to $800 depending on your setup. So obviously the mic that you should buy is going to be... Just kidding again! Look, I'm not going to tell you guys which one you should buy.
Damn, he said, fuck me saying what you should get.
So instead, I'm not going to do that at all. I am going to use the microphone, tell you about it, show you tests, and I'm even going to give you alternative options so that you can make up your own mind and then feel confident in your decision.
It's funny because I bet he has all affiliate links for all these 3.
They are very similar to the
So in technicality, he's telling you to buy his mic.
Who is kind of my idol down below. These 2 microphones are the Audio Technica AT2005 and the
Low key, I think I had like a inferior version of this one.
AT2100X. Now, if you want to see more of my budget gear options, click this video right here, and I would love it if you could comment down below how I did with this video and how I can improve. I don't do many tech reviews, and I'd love to start doing far more of them because it's a passion of mine, and I'd love to be a voice in the streaming industry that's
we're learning today, chat. We didn't learn too much here because he was just flexing out about mics and
I'll see you guys next week. Hopefully, I can continue to improve.
Here's the link, chat. There's the link for this one. Oh, damn. How to grow as a streamer. Let's go. If I have 0 viewers, do this first. What big streamers have streamers need? Oh, damn, boy. I need all of this. I don't know if I want to convert it to SteelSeries. Because right now, chat, the current whatchamacallit Can't see. We're gonna learn about TikTok, chat. And a sad face about new WoW shit. Hey man, I enjoy new WoW shit because it's pretty funny to watch.
And thanks to those shorts views, my main videos received 253,000 views.
I'm gonna try to get more shorts out, to be honest. Kind of the reason why I'm gonna watch this.
Subscribers, and then ended those 60 days with over 20,000 subs. This video is gonna break down everything I did to get those views, every failure I made, how I learned from those failures, and how I now consistently can get 100,000 to 200,000 views a day.
Damn!
And how you can do it too. But first, if that hasn't convinced you to start using YouTube,
do you have to buy bots?
Dispel a few worries.
I gotta buy bots, don't I, chat?
That might have been planted in you
all those times the bots were telling me what I couldn't see. Remember those view bots that would always come to my stream and try to sell their shit?
Audience that only watch short format content. No, very few people on the planet only watch short format content, and many people who watch short format content will actively seek out longer format content from the same creators they watch. There is a huge demographic.
So what they're saying is that I need to make short videos in order to create longer videos. So I need to create like a format of just me saying shit, piss, and cum and put it in a short, bad video and then just compress that into shorts. And then people are like, why is he saying that? And then it'll click the whole stream. That's kind of PogChamp.
What you create will influence the audience that you get. Channels who produce long and short format have seen far better growth this year than those who only do one or the other. YouTube has even done study after study to make sure this is true, and I'll
the bots assemble.
So you guys can see that you're all good if you use both. Number 2, shorts will hurt your YouTube channel and limit your growth. No, not at all. Maybe last year you needed a second YouTube channel, but with the semi-new changes YouTube has made, shorts have their own place on your main channel now, and they are fantastic for helping your channel be discovered and helping you bring those new audiences in.
It's funny because now you can integrate shorts and regular shorts, but the older people, right? The older people definitely have a second channel for their shorts.
The third thing I hear is, my content just doesn't fit in short format. Wrong. Every type of content fits into short format. Saying this is the same as saying, I don't know how to make my content fit, so I refuse to learn. Your content might not fit right now, but you can learn to make it fit. I just spent 3 to 4 weeks trying different formats and figuring out how to make a specific idea I had work in a short format. Everything I changed was failing over and over and over.
He's getting big brain.
I figured it out. And the format, the idea I wanted to use, started getting hundreds of thousands of views. You just have to put the work in. Number 4, shorts views are far less valuable than long format views. Yeah, this is sort of true. To truly grow using shorts, first you need to accept that views on shorts are technically less valuable. And in the
Isn't that crazy? We're now in a world where values of shorts are different, right? So short VOD views are different from your long VOD views, and your Twitch interactions of comments is so much stronger than like. There's just so many different valutations that you have to learn now instead of, oh, views equals positive growth.
Understand that when it comes to
it used to be so simple back in the day, Dan. Things were easy. Things were dumb. But it was a lot more difficult to thrive in.
Videos, you have views and then you have impressions. Impressions are when someone sees the video's thumbnail.
Damn, motherfucker got 2.5 mil impressions.
And watches the video. On shorts, they are fed to viewers through a feed, so no one clicks it. That means impressions aren't really a thing. And instead, you have a different analytic, shown in feed, which is how many times the short was shown to people in the feed, and then another analytic, swipe versus viewed.
Now he's just flexing.
People swiped away versus how many stayed to watch. If someone is fed your short in the feed and they swipe away, well, it's
what up, Gandalf?
But if they stay a tiny bit longer, and it doesn't seem like it needs to be that much longer.
Yo, that's like every 500 fucking people.
It far easier to get
every
views,
day.
And because it's easier to get views, we end up with a larger.
What are you up to? We're currently learning how to be a better streamer and a YouTuber and a content creator.
Why is
what are you up to?
Or 1,500 views not good? Well, YouTube.
Every
needs to
Friday
learn
we're
that
gonna be
your
doing
short
this.
that you just uploaded is worth showing to people.
Currently, we're trying to
do
become
that,
the
it
best
has to show
YouTuber
it
and
to people
streamer on
first.
planet
So
Earth.
it will show
But
the
in
short
order to
a
do
few
that, I
hundred
need
or
to
even
study and
1,000
research,
people
and
as
I ain't
a
got
test
time to
of
study and
sorts. Now,
research
if those
anymore.
people swipe away
So,
quickly or just
I'm
don't
gonna
watch
be
the entire
streaming
length of the short to give
my
you full
research
attention, well, then
so
YouTube
you
will
guys
stop
can
sharing
see
that
if
short.
I'm growing
With
or
this in
not,
mind,
right?
You need to be more conscious that views are less valuable because you'll naturally get
Probably
more
gaming with
views
friends
than you'll
tonight. What
likely
kind of
have
games
ever
you
had
playing?
before. But this is where they have their own value. Growing a channel, growing a brand, or growing a business in
What
the real
game you
world
planning
is all
tonight?
about impressions on you or your product. The more people
I'll
who
probably
see you
be
and
there
the more
for
often
League of
those
Legends,
people
but I
see
don't know
you
if I can be in
repeatedly,
chat or
means
not.
the more likely they are to engage with your product, which in this case is videos. But of course, they have to
Because
the
I don't know
right
why,
audience.
it's been
You're not
weird.
gonna try and
Discord's
show
been
your
having
brand new
problems
fried
with me
chicken
every so
business where
often.
customers can pick out their live chicken they want to eat, strangle it themselves.
Gonna be
and then
something like
have it
TF2
served
or
to them
something
for
cool?
lunch to a
Ooh.
bunch of
Damn,
vegetarians.
Team Fortress 2?
Which
That's an
leads
old
us to our
game.
first step. And
Still
I know
popping
this is
up,
pretty
huh?
far in the video for step
It's
number
great
one,
to hear.
but here it is. The first step is one that you are going to hate to hear, but hold on to me here because the only reason you hate it is because it's been explained to you badly. I want you to niche down. Don't close the video. I know it's but I'm not
Never gets
telling
old,
you
bro.
to
You're
play
not
just
wrong in a
one
way.
game or
It's a
make
very
one
simple
type
battle
of content.
mechanic.
I'm telling you to make a type of content for a specific audience, a key demographic as it's called. If you upload 30 shorts across 2 months, that's a short every second day, and every single one of those shorts is on a different topic or a different game, or it's aimed at a completely different demographic, you'll have far less success. If any success at all, to be honest.
Damn.
But if you upload 30 shorts across 2 months, all targeting the same demographic of people, the same audience, well, you'll have far more success. Let me give you an example of demographics so you understand I'm not telling you to just be boring and focus on one thing. For gamers, it could be Nintendo games like Point Crow, Small Ant, or Alpharad. Or you could do strategy games like Real Civil Engineer or Ambiguous Amphibian. Or you can get into competitive shooters like Tens, or indie games like Northern Lion or Dangerously Funny, horror games like Markiplier or Lonely Shark. Take note here, none of these examples are picking one game to play. They're picking a genre that has a shared player base. If someone is interested in
I mean, what are you doing? I'm researching
YouTube
YouTube short algorithms? I
If you
am.
like Zelda,
I'm
I'll
learning
like
from my
Mario.
successful
Just remember
senpai.
not to get too
You know what I'm saying,
specific, or
Panda?
the viewer
I
base
gotta
will
be the
become
very
too
best.
small and you'll have much less
And if
growth.
I want to be the very best, I gotta
Being
be,
specific
you know,
isn't bad.
I gotta be
You're
in the
able to
books.
expand
I gotta hit the
later.
books.
Maybe for now, I'll just play Pokemon, but in the future, I'll be able to expand to playing Zelda and Mario. Once you have your demographic, you need to start thinking up ideas and how you're going to structure the
I'm gonna be a
idea
Shonen
for
Pro
a short.
tag. Come on,
Personally,
bruh.
I find the best performing shorts are questions.
Well, it's just one of
challenges,
those
or
things
ideas
that
can be
I'm trying to
conveyed
figure
the
out what I
viewer
want to do,
in roughly
right?
2 to 5 seconds.
And
they
I,
have to
while
be an
I
idea
like
to keep you
FGO,
watching
I kind of
to
want
see the
to
ending.
step
Hey, I'm
a
LJ from the
foot
future. Sorry to
forward.
interrupt. I just wanted to say that I'm about 6-7 months past filming this video, and it's the 12th of July, and I'm still getting 100,000 views every single day on my channel, and I haven't uploaded in about a week. Now, I'm about to show you
Goddamn, nice
examples
flex.
of some amazing shorts that have had brilliant ideas.
I'm
attached
telling
to
you,
them,
YouTube
but
Shorts
I
are a way to
realized
pop
I didn't
off for
give
sure.
you
I
any
know.
strategies or tools
That
to
is for
brainstorm
certain.
your ideas.
And
so really quickly, the
you're
first way I
probably gonna
brainstorm
see me
ideas
on
is
Friday
with
just
my
making
butt.
clips on Twitch
You take
of
something
some
you
random
like, say,
shit
for me, catching
and
shiny
try to
Pokemon,
upload it
and
on
then you add a
YouTube.
butt and fill in something that makes it more interesting. Catching shiny Pokemon, but if I use more than 3 balls, I have to kill it. Or beating Dark Souls, but Twitch chat can turn off my controller. The second way, plain and simple,
Oh my
watch
God,
shorts, watch
bruh.
content, absorb content. Take notes the entire time you're absorbing that content. A great concept is to look at creators outside of your niche and bring those ideas into your niche. For me, I made a Pokemon video about surviving 100 days, and that idea actually came from the Stardew Valley community, a different community. And finally, using tools. You can use things like ChatGPT or all sorts of stuff to generate ideas, but specifically, I've been using vidIQ's daily idea generator. You type in some keywords or an idea, and it spits back a dozen different ideas based on high-performing content.
Yeah,
and
because
also
remember
generates-
his niche is you know, how-to videos. So the man thrives off of creating a how-to videos of either microphone, streaming complex strategies, right?
personalized
But
ideas every day based on your
I
channel,
need to come
best
up with
performing videos
YouTube
in that
Shorts
topic.
specifically.
I'm not sponsored by vidIQ.
Short sending people to Brazil? True. See, here's the thing, Ban. I didn't. that requires me to play League of Legends on stream, right? Stardew Valley, you gotta do them again. That is true. I did play Stardew League and Stardew Valley stream, dude. I mean, if you guys want it, I'll play it again, right? It all depends on you guys. Because if you guys aren't watching, I don't fucking do them. And that's the whole case, right? That's kind of the reason why I'm kind of currently stuck on FGO. Because not a lot of you guys, whenever I switch games, don't come in and watch. And it sucks. I hate shorts from the bottom of your heart, but you gotta do what you gotta do. That is correct. Because even if you hate it, Gandalf, right? That's 1 out of X million amount of people that has the possibility to look through it, right? And shorts, the newer generation loves fucking shorts, dude. People that are younger than us, people that are like in this YouTube short community lifestyle, they fucking love that shit from the bottom of their heart. They would scroll left and right, no problem, right? And even if that scroll wasn't a full minute, it's still currently, to me, a positive interaction. Because if they are willing to stay for about 3 seconds in their short, YouTube short, I win. I'm so addicted to shorts like people are on TikTok. They're making Euro Stardew Valley, I think, comes next year. Looking pretty chill. Really? I might check that out for it. What if you do that Subway Surfer style? Play FGO on the bottom and talk about lore on top? You know, I was thinking... I thought about it. I really did thought about it. I ain't gonna lie. I really did had a contemplation of that capability. I mean, you're not wrong, right? So I'm gonna write that as an idea, right? Idea for shorts. TikTok, a short VOD of lore while having Subway Surfer underneath. If you got more ideas, let me know. I'm a YouTube addict. I know best. I mean, that's true, right? Like, it's one of these things that I'm just trying to cast a wider net. Because I would love to get a lot more people to, you know, pay attention to my content.
It's cancel anytime.
And that's all there's to it.
Tool for beginners. And again, their free version exists, and I've used it for years. It's a great app. I'm really keen to see your butts in the comments, and okay, let's look at how ideas can make or break your entire shorts retention rate. I have 3 examples for you. The first...
they probably don't have time to watch YouTube or more than anything 1 hour, so it's a really good to format that sense too. Yeah, I agree. Please, no Subway Surfer. Make it FGO gameplay at least. You think FGO... See, here's the thing though, right? I'll instead of putting Subway Surfer, I'll put a slash content related gameplay underneath. There you go. There you go.
Is Jessa, a creator with around 11.
Are you managing to pay attention in both video and chat at the same time? I am. Gandalf, remember. You always have to remember, Gandalf. I've been multi-streaming. I've been multi-chatting. I've been multi-translating for over 7+ years. And I have ADHD. So I have to constantly have shit on me in order for me to retain it. And I'm not going to lie to you, Gandalf. At the end of the stream, I'll probably rewatch all these again. While I'm, you know, just attempting to add videos or trying to figure something out for next week. So while I'm doing this on stream, I'm still going to go back and review it again. So don't you worry about that.
All I'm showing you is...
Like you could add a CQ, or when talking about a character's lore, you highlight their gameplay and whatnot. That could be true.
Saying it in the first 6 seconds. This will increase his viewed versus swiped statistic, which I personally aim to make sure that I have a 75% minimum on...
Troubs hustling. Hey man, I'm doing my very best here. I want to get better.
Aim to get 80%.
I want to be a better content creator, and I ain't gonna sugarcoat it with you guys. I need to expand.
I find. Now the rest of Jess's short is adding more and more balloons until the yoga ball flies away. And with each time more balloons are added, he gives a quick reaction so that it's not just a boring number counting, and instead he includes his personality and breaks up the pacing of the short. Now, once the question is answered, once the yoga ball has started flying, what does he do? Does he hang around telling people why it worked? Does he ask for people to like and subscribe? No. He ends the short the moment he has given the answer, the moment he has given the viewer the value.
But see, that's the strategy 3 months ago. It's very interesting that there is a strategy which I've seen Ray William Johnson do, where he talks about it, but he cuts it off mid-sentence so you get curious about the VOD. And now with the YouTube short allowing you to get to a YouTube video with the correlation of the VOD / shorts, I really think it's a new strategy. Because remember, Panda, if you get so curious, you're going to click on that related video link, right? To figure out what the hell happened.
And has answered that question. Because the moment people get what they want...
you can't click on the link on your phone anymore. Really? I thought they fixed that. I genuinely, when I read the YouTube updates, they're currently trying to make that happen. So I'm not talking about the, like, description below, right? It's now in... it's now in your feed. So like whenever you're watching a short, it's now in your short feed that you can just click on, and then it'll take you to these videos. So if you ever get curious, like for instance, like this one, right? Like here's the short.
You know what, Jim? What's that, Bob? I really miss 2015. You want to know why? Why is that? Drake, baby, he came out with the hit Hotline Bling. Let's play it. You used to call me all night. Look at what you did. You did it. Don't do that again. I'm sorry. Don't do that again. I'm sorry. You know what?
Don't do that again. I love Jaden Williams. He's such a good fucking short actor. I have to watch those videos like you talked about, and I just actively skip his shorts now because I get frustrated looking at the videos. Like, it's interesting, but the important part gets really cut off. It's annoying. But here's the thing though, Panda. Now you're so annoyed and you're not focusing on his shorts, and you're now focusing on the VODs, right? You also have to remember, for us content creators, it's VODs always over shorts. So if you are saying that you stopped watching his short and you going straight to his VOD, that's a dub. For a content creator, that's a W. Not really, I don't go look into it. Well, it is what it is, right? Like, if you don't go look into it, that's, you know, probably unfortunate. But at the same time, there's I think like 4 types of shorts. It's the one is answer first, answer then content. Right, it's answer then content, then it's the cut at climax. Cut at climax, and then there is the explaining while distraction. Excuse me, it's plus distractions. Explaining plus distraction. And then there's the OG, right? Like original, pure. Normal YouTube doesn't show him except his shorts now. I'm trying to show something that might fit you better than Ray Williams. Really? Okay. Yeah, because you know Ray William Johnson does that shit.
And I saw you tweet a few, his name is Jaden Williams. What's the boy who did that video on Vine where he cuts his hair and then he talks to himself in the future?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I saw the same thing and I went, how funny, like,
it's so much better than, I gotta be honest with you, man. I hope Jaden's listening to this.
I'm here, bud.
I was on television for like 9 years. We'd spent, I think, about $250,000 per show, and never in 9 years of making television did I ever make anything that is as good as that thing he made with his cell phone. His cell phone.
It's so great.
I mean, I would actually argue I have not ever made anything that good ever, and I've released 4 specials. I mean, like, I was so impressed by that.
If he did that, then there's greatness in it.
There's greatness in it.
Oh my God.
Oh my
I
God.
texted my manager. I was like half kidding, half serious. I said, you should manage this kid.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Bad players.
Let's go. It was all a dream.
League of Legends will try to bait and dodge.
I just want to be in the movie. I'll be a stormtrooper. You can put me in one of those white suits. Let me run across the screen. Nobody needs to know that but me. And I'll be happy. He's like, no, we'll figure out something. So I got over here, and he made me a Jedi. Pleased. I did some scenes with Yoda, and I did some scenes with Liam.
Oh, there's the part where he talks about the purple
When
lightsaber.
I came back the next year, okay, he didn't kill me off. As we had this big arena fight scene with all these Jedi in there fighting or whatever. And I was like, well, shit, I want to be able to find myself in this big old scene. So I said to George, you think maybe I can get a purple lightsaber? And he's like, lightsabers are green or lightsabers are red. And I'm like, yeah, but I want a purple one. You know, I'm like the second baddest Jedi in the universe next to Yoda. You think? He said, let me think about it. And when I came back to do reshoots, he said, I'm gonna show you something. And he had the purple lightsaber, and I was like, yeah! Oh, yeah. So I could find myself in that big fight scene in the middle of that, you know. There's like 300 lightsabers in there. There I am right there. I just want to.
It's a great snack to take with you camping or hiking. Very lightweight and hardly takes up any space in your pack compared to bringing fresh fruit, and it'll last longer.
Dehydrated applesauce.
Yeah, if you got some, let me know, Panda, because I'll allow you to post links. Other than that, we're currently watching shorts for research purposes.
Bring some water to a boil, then I'll break off some pieces of the applesauce.
Right, here's the instructional VOD, right?
And then just keep stirring it until it reaches an applesauce consistency.
Ah, damn!
So now it's ready to eat.
I like to mix cinnamon applesauce with strawberry applesauce. You can get creative and mix whatever you want. I also add a little bit of honey. You can also crush up a bunch of
Giga Chad applesauce.
So after it's mixed up, I'm going to spread it out over some parchment paper on a baking sheet. Nice, thin, even layer. Using a dehydrator would work best, but if you don't have one, like I don't, you can use your oven. I like to set it at around 130 or 140 degrees. Open the door every now and then to let the moisture escape. After around 12 to 14 hours in the oven, it should be done. It's a great snack to take with you.
You see how this short content is the aftermath and then the instruction come out, like I've said right here. Right, it's the answer and then you have the content, which clearly tells you that how
it's a great snack to take.
Yeah, it's a great snack to take with you and how you make them.
You camping or hiking, very lightweight and hardly takes up any space in your pack compared to bringing fresh fruit, and it'll last longer.
Dehydrated applesauce. Now you can take it and break pieces off of it, or you can rehydrate it with some boiling water.
Then I'll show you how I make it. You want to bring some water to a boil, then I'll break off some pieces of the applesauce, put them in a different pot, and pour the boiling water.
That is pretty crazy. By dehydrating it, you can already get applesauce.
Great.
Can I try it with an arrow?
Yeah, it'll be fine.
I bet I can get it in there.
Okay, I'll bet you can.
Really?
Yeah, I'll bet you $1.
I think we should do it.
Absolutely.
Okay. When you want to do it right now?
Yeah, I can do it right now.
Okay, let's do it right now.
You might want to do it at a slight angle.
Is Joe Rogan shooting a fucking arrow at a Tesla car? Oh!
Glue the arrow apart. Yeah. Flatten the tip of the arrow. Look at the tip of the broadhead. That's impressive.
It's okay, Gary. You can go.
What the hell's happening? Oh,
Any alcohol
that's spoilers.
that make you say its name is not safe. And that's the only alcohol that will make you do that. That's the only one you hear people. Jaeger! You don't hear anyone else. You don't hear Mexicans. Tequila, way! You don't hear black people. Hennessy, playa. You don't hear Japanese. Woo, saki saki! Jaeger is scary for a few reasons. One, I'm type 2 diabetic. I shouldn't even be drinking, but Jaeger has twice as much sugar in it. Second thing is the consistency. It's very sticky. It's like cough syrup. So if you drink too much of it, it holds on longer than anything else, and it's nasty. When
It's nasty. Hello, you now. How are you?
It's horrible. See, first of all, any alcohol that will make
you say its name is dangerous. But like you see these shorts, right? Where there's like the OG stories. That one's the OG, right? The other applesauce was answer, then content.
The second example.
I'm good about you right now. I'm learning how to be a better streamer / technically a better YouTube short player.
Wonder trading Pokemon until I get a dragon type, and this has 1.5 million views. By now, it might be higher than that actually. Using a similar structure, I established the challenge in the first 5 seconds.
But I hope your weekday has treated you well, and on to the weekends you go.
And then a wheel starts spinning on screen. Little subtitles start popping up with potential options.
See, the thing that I need to do is figure out a way to get subtitle transcripts. Because if I can get the subtitle transcripts, it gets better and better when it comes to YouTube Shorts. Because if you've noticed, right, a lot of the YouTube Shorts have transcripts. Right? There's transcripts up top and then transcripts in the middle.
the only alcohol that will make you
That is in every practically every good million shorts, right? Anything that has likes, anything that has comments, anything that has popularity has a quote unquote
take with you camping or hiking. Very lightweight
always
and hardly
a quote
takes
unquote
up
transcript.
space in your pack.
I just want to be in the movie. I'll be a stormtrooper. You can put me in one of those white.
Bad players in League of Legends will.
And I saw you tweet a few.
You know what, Jim? What's that, Bob? I really miss 2015. You want to know why?
Oh, excuse me, sir. You can't smoke out here.
Well, what are you doing?
I'm vaping.
What's the difference?
The difference is people can't smell what I'm doing from 10 blocks away.
All right, well, I can see what you're doing. It's called smoking, all right? So, until you put yours out, I'm not putting mine out. How about that?
I don't mean to pull rank here, but this is my hotel.
Motel.
What?
It's a motel. Open courtyard. Serial killer can walk right up to my door, man. If this was a hotel, he'd have to go through a lobby first. It's a motel. So why don't you get off your high horse, huh?
Hey, quick question. What the fuck is your problem?
What's my problem? My problem is I live in a world where a guy who's smoking is telling me I can't smoke, all right? That in a nutshell is my problem.
Oh,
that in a nutshell is my... It's true.
Tell me what to order.
You see how there's 2 transcripts, and then like any famously liked videos besides being a movie, right?
I'll order.
You fucking get these little tiny transcripts on top of transcripts, and then you have these OG VODs where there's nothing, right? Where there's nothing but this this new concept, because apparently he can now summon fucking gigantic ogres or whatever.
You amuse me. I will make you mine.
You mean like a boyfriend or like a slave?
Yes. Win me prizes. Boyfriend, bow to me when I exit.
Yes, my sweet koala otter.
Koala otter.
Grovel. Don't worry. I will protect you, my feeble turtle duck.
Thank you.
Why are you initiating physical contact with another woman?
It's my sister.
Nothing that is, except marriage. We will wed at sunset. You may express your joy through tears.
Oh, no.
It is pretty funny. I keep forgetting that they had such a relationship like that. And then yeah, you have your YouTube Shorts here that has your usual descriptions, at somebody, and then your hashtags, right? And then you have your POVs, then you have your transcripts.
Ain't nobody got time for that, bro. You got time for this? No, I'll come back.
this one.
Why don't we do it together?
You know what? I like that. Together.
You know what? I like
After you.
Yes, if you don't know, more of the day to know is Batman short. So he does some silly shit, right? Like when you have no patience in Gotham, when you have no XYZ in Gotham. And then you got your RDC worlds. You still got these transcripts, and then characters, hashtags.
Like that, your mother, you're next. No, hey, bro. I'm going through a tough time right now, bro. Please, please, please. No.
You were always so kind to me.
Who are you?
Who are you?
From earlier?
Yeah, because I think you used to be able to pin your own post and able to click on the post that you can do on chat. And I think Panda was specifically saying that. But yeah, no longer can do it. So if there is an actual VOD, you can now click it within these two segments here.
You treated me like no one else did. You were like a brother to me. Just remember to protect my cousin.
Nigga, I don't know you.
I don't know you.
You did. Just kill me then. Come on.
Okay. Twin Reaper Slash!
So the internet suddenly hates this guy.
Yeah, so here's the Ray William Johnson one, right? So he talks about he talks about a video, and then before it's over, it's over. And I think you can now click on this to actually go to his video. See, now you can do that now on YouTube. Usually, most of the time, you used to have to go to comments, and by comments, you have to click on these quote-unquote hyperlinks. But now, YouTube specifically made it so you can no longer get it on hyperlinks on chat. So it says, if the link doesn't work for you, try the link in the description. If that link doesn't work, try searching This Drama is Insane on YouTube, right? And he does this to make sure that it's only allows 60 seconds. And if you go to his thingy, right, it's 2 minutes, right? It's fascinating that now Ray William Johnson, his contents are now less than 5 minutes, but he pumps out 5 million shorts about it, right? He's literally in the short world where he is short. All of it is fucking short. It is no longer a fucking long content for him anymore. And if the story is longer than 3 minutes, he makes the video here and then puts a minute short, right? 1 minute short exactly. And then you have to get interested in it, right? Which is pretty fascinating. It's kind of big brain, low key. Because of this, like, you see how many million views he has, right? He has, 1.9, 1.2, all the way through 7.3. And if you don't know, this is it's the bad guy in Japan that got destroyed. PC probably, but watch full YouTube videos instead. Probably, right? And you can, like I said, you can click on it now. And I think on YouTube app, I think the newest update now allows you to do it. Don't quote me on it, but they did say they fixed their quote-unquote problems and whatnot.
This influencer, he's got a big idea. His name is Phidias, and his big idea is that he's gonna race his friends, these other influencers here, across the country of Japan. And the winner...
Oh, this is the other shitty Japanese influencer. That's so crazy right now, is that there's so many fucking asshole influencers in Japan, and it's very tiring.
Gets $10,000. But there's a catch. While they're traveling, they're not allowed to spend any money. Pretty cool. So boom, they're off. And pretty quickly, things go south. So Phidias tries to ride the bus by just not paying the bus driver.
I couldn't believe it. He locked me in the bus and drove me to the police station just because I was 80 yen short.
And for reference, 80 yen is about 53 cents. So police detain him, they take his devices, they interrogate him, and after about 5 hours, they let him go. Then he takes a train, but he can't pay the fare because of the challenge. So he hides in the train bathroom. But lucky for us, railway security isn't stupid.
He was just waiting to catch me. So the only thing I could do is to pretend that I'm sick.
Then he just like this influencer, he's
And then yeah, before it gets to the climax, he wants you to watch the video, right? Like of the quote unquote awful video influencer in Japan. Where is it? There we go.
this in
And then if you see the watch tracks, right, it's always going to be high on the 1 second, but everybody and their mom skips it to 1 minute. So traction time is still good because the other, you know, like 80% of the VOD gets cat.
Yes, I will.
Oh my god. Now eventually along his journey,
Damn, the
Phidias
girl
gets
using
home
her
and
girl
doesn't
powers.
politely ask
You see
anyone
this?
for food? No. He just steals it.
So I could use it as a passcode for the breakfast.
Room 505. Thank you.
And it worked. I just have access to a 5-star Japanese buffet.
So after about a day of traveling, they
What
all
the
meet
hell?
up
This
for
guy's
some
such an
video
asshole.
And being a big influencer, Phidias uploads the video of the whole thing to his YouTube. And people do not react well to him stealing. You disrespected Japan! Don't steal in Japan! Is it true they got underwear in the vending machines? And so the backlash gets so bad, Phidias feels like he's got to apologize. So he posts an apology written in the comments, basically saying he didn't mean to make the people of Japan feel bad. And people see that, and immediately they are not feeling a written apology in the comments.
You blatantly disrespected Japan.
Do not come to Japan again.
So finally, YouTube notices and removes the video for violating community guidelines. And now, Japanese Railway is reportedly investigating Phidias, and they may press charges for fare skipping. And in case you were wondering if Phidias won the race and the $10,000,
Yes, I won!
so maybe being a jerk was worth it? I don't know.
It's so dumb and it's so sad, right? But like, you see there's barely any transcription. You see all these minimal hashtags. The man's getting 16 million views and 1.6 million per VOD. So he's doing something right? So
I almost feel like I'm like tensing the muscle as I'm watching. I almost like kind of.
So the
yeah, it's funny because now Samuel. Well, I don't know. Samuel saw reacting to the Meat Canyon video about him, right? Because he's such a muscle dude, and the VOD I believe is by I forgot where the VOD came from. I think it's a short
tensing
video.
the muscle as I'm watching. I almost like kind of like instinctively like flex my pecs a little bit. Come on, you've got your freaking phone with you.
You want to get big, kid?
Oh my god, yes.
I can guarantee he's gonna get a better pump.
And I like how what he's saying is exactly what the character is about to say.
What's happening to me?
Especially one arm is perfect.
You have so much potential inside of you.
You have so much
Veins.
potential.
There's no one solution to fitness.
And figure out what works best for you and do it.
Veins expanding.
Come on,
Muscles
right?
transforming.
Just do a little something.
Just do a little something.
Pose down in the locker room. It could be a little bit boring. I'll give you that. I'll freaking see you next time.
I'll freaking see you next time. But yeah, you see what I'm trying to go for, right? There's so many videos, man, it's crazy. I agree, right? I've seen a lot of titles saying foreigners are ruining Japan. Yeah, like, there's a whole fucking, there's a whole fucking thing about it. Where the entire, the content creators are finally realizing Japan is such a peaceful place and a nice place, right? Because it's so nice and comfy. People would legitimately take advantage of that and just do one of the most wildest shit on planet Earth. So what happens is where people would just, be assholes and film it for content and thinking they can get away with it, right? Because that guy is getting investigated for fare missing. There was another influencer on YouTube, not on YouTube, technically on Twitch, who would just keep saying these like key terms like Nagasaki and whatnot, right? These specific terms that definitely is very triggering for other people to hear from a foreigner when it's their only word that they're saying out loud. You just keep saying that to just public, not indecency, but just publicly saying it out loud, making nuisance, making annoying content. And it's to the point that where he went into a construction site unpermitted, right? So it's practically trespassing. So finally, Japan was able to catch him, arrest him, and then kind of lock him up for a bit. Which says a lot.
A dragon type. And without any delay, I start trading Pokemon randomly 10 seconds into the short. Now, I debated not including the wheel because it does add 5 to 8 seconds to the intro, but I actually found it was a way to make the short far more engaging. People see the wheel start, they see the little jokes popping up, and they stick around to see what it lands on. The longer they stick around, the more they've already become invested and they're likely to watch all the way to the end. From 10 seconds till 52 seconds, we are constantly trading Pokemon, making quick jokes about each random Pokemon we get, and at around 53 seconds, I get the Dragon type. And this is where...
And then, yeah, like he specifically says, right, there's a content above, and then there's the content below. The split reasoning of explanation is so important now. Because if you're not doing like a genuine content, and if you're not doing like a high level performance shenanigans or something very cool like Elden Ring, and you're not a streamer, right, then one face streaming might not be a bad idea. But with these, like, you see these shorts that you've seen before. If it's not meant for shorts, and if it's not meant for like funny little comedy drama, there's always two different types of motion moving. There's the top side, and then there's the bottom side.
I say, oh, an Axu, that counts. And then I say, it only took us 6 trades. Saying all of this added 5 seconds, making the short 57 seconds long in total. And if we look at my retention rate graph, you'll see those 5 seconds have a huge drop in retention because people saw me get the dragon and they swiped away. If I had ended this short on Axu, that counts, bam, it ends there, then this short would have gotten even more views due to having a higher retention. Am I upset about getting almost 2 million views? No. Would I be hyped if it was way more because I cut earlier and didn't waste time? Yes. Obviously, you don't have to do a question or challenge video, but these are a great way to show you how a structure of a short can do so much to boost retention rate. Let me quickly show you another example. I made 2 shorts. They're both the exact same format as each other. And I want to show you just the intro of each, and then you need to pick which one has the better viewed versus swipe statistic. Here is option A.
It's obvious, right?
Look. Trading one of every single Pokemon in Scarlet and Violet. Here is the best of box 7. And here is option B. I caught every single Pokemon in Scarlet and Violet, and I'm gonna want to trade them all, including legendaries, right now. So what do you think? Oh, that's right.
I hate it.
If you said
I
option
hate it.
A, you're dead wrong.
You're dead wrong. I hate it because, yeah, option B is the more enticing one.
Day 9, I haven't seen the first 8 days yet, and they swipe away. It's also more confusing. Are we surprise trading every Pokemon out, or surprise trading to try get every Pokemon back? It doesn't make sense. Option B, though, had a 77% view.
Damn, yeah, option B has a lot more.
They didn't feel like they needed to watch.
There's no fat. It was just content, and these Mr. Beast style, like, I caught all the Pokemon.
Provide the content and then deliver on the
my XYZ. So I chopped my.
Short is over. But that leads
Sorry,
me to the
I got a little
most
too
common
excited.
question.
But you know what I meant, right? Like these I've done this XYZ a lot. And if you look at a lot of your contents, right? Anything that's super popular and anything that has a super large, significant amount of views that is made by content creators are all of those similar gimmicky types where they just kind of say, I just saw this boat in half. Or, like, I traveled all across Japan and this is what happened.
8 seconds, won't the retention rate be amazing? Well, the answer is no. The retention rate on that will do terribly. Let me show you our third example, which is again actually 2 shorts. Both shorts are the exact same format. Guess the Pokemon in 60 seconds or release a shiny. They both open the exact same way, and they both end instantly after value is given. The energy, the editing, everything about these shorts is the exact same. The first short, short A, has a 110% retention rate. The second short, short B, has an 87% retention rate. Which one do you think did better and got more views? You'd assume
It's
short
the right
A
side.
would have better performance because of the higher retention rate, right? Well, wrong.
Because it
That
constantly
short
moved for an
only got
entire minute,
7,500
which is
views
kind of
in
wild.
total. But short B with an 87% retention rate has 152,000 views. So why did he do so much better? Well, the difference is the short length. Short A is 12 seconds long and short B is 43 seconds long. Thanks to this test and tests by my friend Lonely Shark, we have managed to figure out a few rules for length and retention rate. I've broken these down into 3 rules specifically. Rule number 1, don't bother going under 25 seconds unless you can make a short people want to watch twice or engage, like commenting or sharing it before swiping away.
Interesting. It's that's wild. No short shorts, chat. In order for you to make short, chat, no short shorts. What? Bitch, what?
Rule number 2, the shortest to aim for I find is 30 seconds, and it requires a 90 to 95% retention rate minimum in order to gain traction, as a rough guideline. Rule number 3, for millions of views, I've found that 45 to 55 second long shorts with a minimum.
That reminds me of something interesting. Tell me something interesting there, Panda. Right, because it's fascinating because I've seen some like 1 second fucking shorts, right? Like 1 second shorts that would just spam. Well, I say 1 second, but like it's 5 seconds, right? It's quick, super quick shorts. But because people either swipe up immediately or forget about it, they keep it there and have a lot of view / retention rate for it.
Minimum of 85% to 90% retention rate will often perform better. Obviously, the shorter the short, the higher retention is required. So 45 seconds, aim to get around 90%. 55 seconds, you can go a little lower to 85%. Again, these are just rough guidelines, but every single channel that I've worked with has said the same thing. Getting a 75% viewed versus swiped minimum, and then getting an 85 to 90% retention rate on content that is 45 seconds long minimum, and that's how you get numbers. But does this mean that any short content that's too short won't get views? God no, it's just far easier to create a piece of content that is 45 seconds long and get 85% retention from someone watching it once before leaving.
But see, here's the thing that he's not talking about, right? He's not talking about how these transcripts are made. He's not talking about how you put these VODs and editings so that like it is more appealing, right?
Seconds long and get
like this man knows how to video edit, and that's why you can clearly see a really good content. In the very end, the content has to be good in order for it to work. And the way he's editing his videos, or whoever he's hiring to editing his videos, is doing a phenomenal job.
Something 20 seconds long and get someone to watch it 2 or 3 times before leaving. But of course, it's important to remember that just because you reach these numbers doesn't mean every single short will boom to millions of views. Let's say you release a short and it has 1,000 views, and you've successfully reached all of these analytics. It's 55 seconds long, 95% retention rate, 80% viewed versus swiped. You are crushing it. So why is YouTube not sending it out? Well, it might be that 800 of your views are returning viewers, people who have watched your content before.
No!
But 200 viewers are new viewers, people YouTube tested the content to, and they swiped away instantly.
Remember early YouTube Shorts was just like VT that made like many very short clips and they got so much traction because of it. Yeah, and it was early YouTube Shorts because it ironically, right, the longer you have these short formats, the longer content that the YouTube Shorts wants, which is so weird, right?
Because the people who it's meant for will keep watching it over and over and over, and it will know who to show the short to. So say we have the right length shorts. How do we increase the retention rate? Well, the first step is to obviously follow the structure established earlier in the video and cut anything that doesn't align with the value you are setting up, the value you are promising at the start. This obviously takes practice, so don't worry if your first one you leave a bit too much in. Just keep trying. I still mess this up weekly trying new things, but remember, failure equals opportunities to learn. Failure is personal growth if you do it right. Other tips for increasing retention? Well, remember where our eye is drawn.
There's just so many few competitors at the time. It's true, right? People jumped on the bandwagon, and people YouTube promoted shorts back in that day. Like, they wanted shorts to pop off, so if you put short content, they were just like, fuck yeah, throw it to everybody, go, go, go! Instead of now this filtering bullshit that he's talking about.
If we look at my Wonder Trades short, we have a graphic and my first subtitle in the very center. So the moment someone swipes up and my short appears, they'll start reading it. And then that first subtitle they're reading, well, it actually moves with an animation up to just below my cam, before the next subtitle pops in underneath where it moved to. The core content and the trades stay in the center, but we draw our eye to the rest of the subtitles, which keep popping up in the same place, so the viewer continues to read them over and over and over, becoming engaged in the short. Which leads to our next tip, subtitles. These are mandatory on shorts and can be done in almost every video editing software. I really recommend looking up how to add your own text with your own editing software so that you can add subtitles as well. Just start simple, add them word by word, and I promise you, the more you do it, the faster you'll get at it, and the more dynamic you can be with your animations as well.
No!
If you just work towards it, you'll crush it. Next up is sound design.
This is my kryptonite right there, right? Always subtitles, because I have to keep practicing to get better, and my God, as an ADHD person, this shit takes so long and so much work.
I promise if you just work towards it, you'll crush it. Next up is sound design. Yes, most shorts are watched without audio, aka another reason why subtitles are crucial. But for those who do watch with the sound on, having good sound design is crucial. So consider adding music or light sound effects where possible, so it isn't just your voice or gameplay. And please remember to level your music and voice tracks properly so people can hear you. And finally, once you've cut the short down to just the valuable parts, it's time to make that more engaging visually by adding graphics or simple but effective cutting. For example, when I was trading to get a Pokemon smaller than a jam jar, I had it pop up, an actual jam jar on screen as a graphic. And then
jam jar!
I photoshopped potential Pokemon into the jam jar to be visually more engaging. This might be a bit advanced if you're just starting out, so instead you could try to do something simple. Like when I say a Pokemon Ash is caught, Ash appears in the edit so that people can go, oh, that's a visual change. It's interesting to watch. Or if we're going even simpler, that's totally fine as well. You can just cut from wider shots to closer.
Cut closer to action.
In my Guess the Pokemon shorts.
Yeah, notice the like the intensity whenever he's like looking through shit. He's got the like the super power up effect shenanigans.
And if I'm wrong, I'll do the same thing to cut in close to when it says that I'm wrong. Doing this brings valuable information to the center for the viewer. And it also means that your short stays energetic and interesting. It keeps the viewers engaged without feeling bored. And it directs the eye with visual storytelling so they don't get confused and lost and swipe away.
Mr. Pokemon, attack with Daisy Punch!
You wouldn't be able to see what I
Daisy!
It's all about putting the information where they can
using
see it
bite.
So they don't get
you know who that is.
But you might not feel confident when you first start out. You might just be learning to edit. Don't worry, that's totally fine. Shorts are the perfect learning tool for an editor. It teaches you how to tell stories in a short space of time, how to convey information, value, and you can make them quicker than a full video.
Probably pretty subtitles? Yeah, I just don't know how to do it, right? And even if I have to do it, I have to write it in every segment, which is kind of pee-pee-poo.
I actually went to university for film and digital media, and in one of my very first classes of my very first year at that university, our lecturer said that we had to make a 60-second short film. We all lost our mind. How were we meant to do that? How can we tell a story in such a short space of time? This was way before TikTok. This was way before Shorts. This was early.
I think if you clip important news translation, it'll do well too. Oh, you think so?
But little did I know that
it'll be news plus reaction, therefore it'd be nice.
In 60 seconds
that might not be a bad idea.
than any
But see,
other
the problem
anime
with
I
it
have
is
ever
when it
taken.
comes to like
So
new
play with your
/translation
style.
sword,
Keep
the
creating
problem
content
is that if I
until you
don't
find
give
your
it
own
out
unique
on the
voice
dot, on the
and share that with
spot, on the
Along the
go,
way, you'll find
it
an
gets
audience,
fucking
learn a lot,
useless
and probably make a
instantaneously.
lot of
You get what I
mistakes,
mean?
which are all
The
opportunities
problem with
to
my
learn.
content is that my content is really live. It's right there, right now, right? So if I am not there and right now, and by the end of the stream, I just don't end my stream immediately and start editing and processing, I've already lose to it. Because people will make YouTube videos of it, people will make YouTube guides of it, people will talk about, you know, the reaction, they're posting, and yada, yada, yada. But you are quite correct. I have not, I technically haven't used any new /translation /reaction to it. So, I mean, that's not too bad. It's not a bad idea.
Subscribe, the title at the bottom, or even the mobile phone.
Oh, you can hopefully have mods that can create clips as soon as it happens and get you approved by the end of the stream. Now that's a funny joke, man. You do already realize I ain't got no fucking mods. My mods don't exist because they're all fucking traitors. All my mods betrayed me, so we ain't got no mods anymore.
Overlay that I'm showing you right now, it will be hosted in our Discord server, which is linked in the description.
Translation is a big seller, honestly. It's true. The thing that I have to do is I have to translate things that are outside of FGO.
Why is nobody editing their shorts anymore? Blanket converting gaming clips or long-winded rants and uploading them is the laziest thing I've ever seen.
I have to translate stuff that are not FGO, like Genshin Impact or like more Madoka Magica shit that's on JP only.
Convert it to vertical and push it out. I'm losing my mind.
But the only problem that I have is, while I made specifically time for FGO, I can't make time for the Madoka Magicas and other content, because that'll require me to become a full-time streamer / content creator, right? Which I can't afford.
Putting a landscape video into vertical and posting it isn't going to work. It's not good. Why do I have to say this? Is someone telling you guys not to edit your shorts? What's going on?
It only feels like it works if you really have an interest to it. That is true, right? But when you're not neck deep in debt and you have lawyer pay out the ass that you have to constantly pay for, and you have mortgages and house loans and life shenanigans that you constantly have to worry about, yeah, it's kind of hard to pull these off. You can't just tell me to be like, yeah, be more serious about content creation when I have life to be actually serious about.
It was like everyone was editing up until 2 months ago, and now all of a sudden, all these gaming creators are just not editing.
Because remember, I had mods. But unfortunately, those mods are no longer my mods because of unfortunate circumstances that they've created.
Just not watching shorts in your niche. Seriously, you'll never succeed if you don't spend time researching, watching, and most importantly, actually enjoying shorts content in your topic. Search up your niche, hit shorts, and check out some of the most popular. Learn from what they're doing. Use them to inspire you, teach you, and most importantly, learn to respect short format content. Short format isn't worse than long format. It's a different format with its own unique value, its own challenges, and its own things that it can deliver and give to you. Once a week, I spend an hour or two literally just watching shorts in my niche and writing out the things I notice, the things I like. The other day, I actually timed every single short I watched. I watched 110 different shorts, and I timed every single one of them. I counted how many cuts they had and how long each shot was. That's right, I went a little bit too aggressive. But I learned something. I learned that I was over-editing my shorts. I had too many cuts in mind compared to what other successful creators were doing. And that's why some of my more intensely edited shorts were failing. All these cuts were happening constantly, and people were falling off because they couldn't follow along what was going on. So I had to slow my editing.
So I have to edit things by not editing things, baby. Things are getting spicier than ever before. What the hell is this? Oh, is that you? I was wondering why I was getting pings and bings on Panda shenanigans.
All of those hours of failing.
I was not checking the Discord, but now I see it.
And you'll be so much better at being a content creator.
There's your messages. I was bigging you. I noticed. I now know.
It's here or here.
I noticed. I was wondering what that was. I feel like if you want stuff like actual VODs, this type of shorts best. Let's find out. Like these? You're trying to get me DMCA? I can't show any of these. These are like whatchamacallit. These are like highly whatchamacallit dangerous posts. Because they're like Disney, right? Most of it is Disney. Most of it is risque. Most of it is like whatchamacallit. But you're telling me I have to do it something like this, right? Why skinwalkers are pure evil. Okay, so let's watch this one.
Skinwalkers are Native American magic users who have committed themselves to the ways of evil and chaos. They represent the antithesis of Navajo.
You want like
values.
lore videos to be like this,
known
huh?
as medicine men and women, or other positive terms in the indigenous language, witches were seen as evil. They
Just a reference.
harmful ceremonies and manipulative magic is a corruption of the good work that medicine people traditionally performed. They had the knowledge and ability to do good, but deliberately chose the opposite, engaging in taboo behaviors like murder, cannibalism, incest, and the desecration of anything that Navajo society held sacred. By acting in a way that directly opposed nature, they unleashed evil into the community with the hope of causing social unrest, illness, and death. This is how skinwalkers gained their power. They grew stronger, healthier, and richer by making others weak, sick, and poor. Skinwalkers.
Interesting.
This might be the weirdest way the Greek gods ever punished someone. See, Hera was bitter that Zeus cheated on her with Alcmene, Heracles' would-be mother, and wanted revenge. So, when it was time for Alcmene to give birth to Heracles, Hera told the goddess of childbirth, Eileithyia, to cross her arms and legs to trap the baby inside her and keep her in pain for days. When Alcmene was on the verge of death, her servant Galinthius stepped into action. She noticed Eileithyia sitting outside and figured out Hera's plan, so she made an announcement that the baby had been born. This was so surprising to Eileithyia that she jumped out of her seat and uncrossed her legs, which allowed Heracles to actually be born. But as punishment for daring to deceive the gods, Hera removed Galinthius' lady parts and turned her into a weasel. Why a weasel? Because at that time it was believed that weasels were impregnated through the ear and gave birth out of their mouths. So
God damn!
This might be...
That's wild. Greek people be wildin'. What the hell? How you get impregnated through the ear and through the mouth? Make shorts of quick versions of each singularities and LBs. You can do something like that. Compare the real story versus FGO stories. I like that. Let me write those down. More short ideas. Past LB TLDRs. Comparing IRL lore vs FGO stories. Actually, FGO lore might be a better term. Covering FGO news and quick announcements, explaining things in simple terms. Yeah, because what I want to try to do is I want to, like, you know how you know how JP has like every fucking event and whatnot. Like every event and whatnot. My next project attempt is to explain all this, but at the same time give a TLDR in 60 seconds. Which is gonna be rough. 100% sure. Because it's gonna be go over event servants and whatnot too. Yeah. Because it's what my content requires is more than 60 seconds. But at the same time, I've never started it, so I wouldn't know. I do like there is a Grailfront support portal site where you can just click on it to learn about the Grailfront, which is pretty smart by their part. Loading. It says learn how to do Grailfronts. And then yeah, if you share, you get to get the pages, get to have some backgrounds. It says previous Holy Grail fronts. Look at all these chickens. Yeah, I think all the Holy Grail fronts is just gonna get added here, and they're just gonna change pictures. Yeah, they're just gonna change pictures for sure. 100%. Oh, they don't even have to change pictures. That's actually big brain. Yeah, they just have to put the newest part is this part, the prologue, and then the site, and then the rest is who cares. How to murder a giant dragon. That could be too. It was another lit refrain episode. It was nice. Yep. Refrain's always a good one. Right? And then maybe, perhaps, right? Like, maybe have the pickup rates, right? We're going to try to get the pickup rate shenanigans. Click pretty red cards, go boom. How to click red cards and win. I don't know if we can get things simple as that, but on JP, I do have a very fun gimmick that I can use to make it be like, sheesh! Go boom. Always pick blue ones, but never the green ones? Damn, dude, that's so fucked up. Are you saying quick cards are non-existent right now? You can't be saying shit like that. They gon' listen. They be listening hard. Ironically, in my opinion, while quick cards shouldn't be spammed, I think where quick card is now, damage-wise, it's negated, but honestly, you really just need quick cards in order for you to get stars and crit for your other arts and buster. So to me, I think quick is pretty okay. Damage-wise, I don't think it's not at all, but I think in functionality, it's perfectly fine where it is. Oh, look! Big Chungus! They finally are selling. Let's check out how much do these amazing things cost, chat. Bochi the Rock's canvas art. So currently they are on the Bochi fucking Finanza, it seems. Bochi and Gurren Lagann with Licorice Recoil. Damn, do you want the trunks? You want some recoil trunks? Licorice Recoil trunkies? Cougars? That's a crime. The fact that Under the Same Sky, Project Under the Same Sky, Master Light is only 180. That's a crime. It should be just like with these characters. But you can now buy faux plushies, Muchachi Kuchin, and Mini Coos. And last but not least, they clearly spoil his name, Big Chungus! It's crazy how FGO OST Volume 5 is so much more expensive than Fate Grand Carnival Blu-ray. And Fate Grand Carnival Blu-ray is the complete version, so it has episode 1 and 2. But in Japan, they sold that shit separately from episode 1 and episode 2. It's kind of wild. I have not seen Sword Art Online Progressive Aria. I gotta watch that, because, whatchamacallit? Sword Art Online Progressive Aria is actually the better version, because they actually go into... They don't skip the niched detail that everybody and their mom wanted during Sword Art Online. And you know how Sword Art Online like skipped a lot of shit and like made Kirito and Asuna OPP? The Progressive actually shows you the step-by-step and how they met before and how they became OPP. Green is a crypto gameplay? Wow. Make green great again. Put an Xbox whenever you see green. But look at all this, chat. JP currently is just selling. JP's just selling. Selling out. They're selling out, buddy. I don't even know if this low key will have a live stream the December 29th. I'm pretty sure it will. Don't get it twisted. But I'm pretty sure it will. But I just don't know when that'll be. Because there's the staff talk and then cast talk. And then there's no FGO news. So they might, for like, actually for the first time, not live stream all this. Which I don't understand why they would do that. That just feels greed incarnate. Woodstock! Thank you so much for the Resubmarino Cappuccino. Oh, my fucking eyes. Oh! What the hell was that? Can we get some salute in the chat for Woodstock for the Resubmarino Cappuccino? Give me 1 second here. I'm almost never on. Am on for streams. Hope your days are going all right. Indeed. It's almost that we always miss each other. It is quite unfortunate. I hope your days are treating yourself well. And currently, we're just researching how to be a better YouTube content creator. And we've been researching things up left and right. AFGO committee expects this coming news. Me too, but I'm hoping that they actually don't screw us on it. I use comma, say, domin a lot, so I mean, don't get me wrong, right? I use say and domin a lot more too, so. Yeah, they're just telling me how to get tickets. There's nothing, yeah, there's nothing about what's happening to the stream. I'm pretty sure they're not gonna give us a stream date, which I don't understand why you would do that. Okay, so there it is. Or online live streams. So that could be happening. Simultaneously, original goods and items will be also sold and prepped. So there is going to be a live stream. So they specifically says it right here that they're going to do a live stream. So I have to just prepare myself for the live stream that is going to start at least 5:30 in Japan morning. So I have to take, you know what, I'm just going to take fucking 29, 30, 30th off. I'm just going to take the whole New Year's off. Fuck it. Is it con only? No, it's not con only anymore. I just read it here. There's a possibility of them doing a live stream, which 90% will do. It's just very uncertain, right? Whenever they fucking do this crap and not give you the due date, but we still got a whole month to go, so I don't think they're planning that far ahead. Oh, but yeah, it's not too bad, chat. We're just currently comfying it out. And like I said, researching how to get better to be the greatest streamer on planet Earth. You know what I'm saying? So next up, yeah, we got the live stream. We now know that it's official. It just feels good, man. I don't know what the fuck that was. Well, we finna make sure that whatever that was didn't get... Oh, that's my Twitter. Okay. That's very scary. I ain't gonna lie to you, chat. Very scary. Because if you don't know, whatchamacallit, my OG Twitter is very dangerous. It's research time? It is! Welcome, Ken. We're researching how to be a better YouTube short streamer. We just learned it right here. And then we came up with a couple of research notes that ain't too shabby for JP. And then other than that, we were researching shorts on how many cuts, how many, subtitles, yada, yada, yada. Currently, we're only following 2 streamers at the moment, but we're going to get more to it. Like for instance, Panda gave us another person here. That is a YouTube-like shorts person that I should follow. Okay. Here we can watch Azir.
Galactic Azir is probably the best of the galactic skins, ultimately, but it is still Azir's worst skin. Part of this is production value. His sand soldiers in this skin are barely more than palette swaps, and it just can't communicate the galactic alien emperor idea. But also, it just feels like a skin that's made out of obligation. Nasus and Renekton have one each, and so Azir has to have one too, and it's just pretty dull, honestly.
Like, you see how he brought out the fucking skin as a content, and then at the same time there's the double transcription?
Don't get any sense of strangeness or otherworldliness that might have given it some presence or power. And since that's all I have to say about it, let me complain about something else while I'm here. Worlds 2022 Azir, because how the hell do you manage to make Mecha Azir suck? Well, apparently you do it by mashing ice blue and gold and dull brown and dark blue and pale gray onto his model in plastic chunks with red detailing, and then attaching 6 different colored banner streamers, making him look like a low-rent Gundam knockoff that got put up outside of a supermarket to advertise 50% off frozen chicken. In fairness, Azir is supposed to look like a mascot. It's just I'm baffled why they had to make him look like such a lame one.
That is true. I agree with that. And then you see, like, Azir's skin is always in the back there, right? And then he kept swapping in and out for
the best of the galactic skins, ultimately, but
model
it is still
swaps.
Azir's worst skin.
And then there's the quote-unquote, YouTube that you should follow, but sometimes you can't see it because I have always transcripts on.
This is production value. His sand so.
And then I think if I click on this, it'll take him to the YouTube VOD, which is kind of wild.
I don't think it's especially controversial to call.
Because you see how that VOD is connected to the Warring Kingdom VOD?
Warring Kingdom's Azir's best skin, but then sometimes the consensus is just correct. And I'll actually go one step further and say that I think that the fiscal head of a bird gives Warring Kingdom's Azir a much more powerful regal presence than the golden mask with the dark void beneath it that he has in his base form. The same goes for the blood-red plumes that he has on top of his head. They seem like the kind of ostentatious thing that an emperor would wear to be visible to his people from great distances. A better ornithologist than me might be able to figure out what kind of...
Because I think Lubu wore the same shit.
Bird Azir.
I think because Azir looks good. Well, he's been looking at skins left and right? And he's got much more knowledge than anything. And, everybody has different tastes. But I'm not gonna lie. Mecha Azir looked cooler during the animation compared to the gameplay.
Supposed to look like here, and a Three Kingdoms nerd might know if he's a
which was such a
reference to some figure in
disappointment.
Chinese history or another. But what I know is that between the jade armor, crimson red feathers, the streamers, that big powerful feather collar, and all of his feathers being pure white, providing a brilliant bright point of contrast to the rest of his outfit, he looks commanding, powerful, and regal. The very image of a demigod battlefield emperor. Like seriously, this skin to me looks much more like an emperor than Azir does in Shurima.
Sheesh! And then you see how like you can actually just go to videos and videos and videos by those little hyperlinks there, right? So you don't have to connect the video, the short video to an actual video. You can connect short videos to short videos like he's doing right now, because now I'm jumping through League of Legends skins.
Elderwood is on some perfect
and then you see how there's a visual cut there. Notice that the visual cut went from his went left to right. Now it's going in and out. Right? This one's zooming in.
Teapot with a mustache for a head and Shanghai Scrolls is
and then that one went to the left instead of the right.
A perfect, wise, old nature spirit design. Snow Day Bard makes you cocoa with marshmallows, and what the f else could you possibly want from a lineup of skins for a champion?
True.
If I have to pick, though, and I did this to myself, then it's Astronaut Bard.
How
It's not
dare
a
you.
bad skin, it's almost great even. Bard is a great fit for the spacesuit body, and I like that he's trailing cables like he's been disconnected from a space station. And of course, the alien meeps are cute. But it's also just not very interesting. Like, it's just Bard in a spacesuit. It doesn't really do anything beyond the barest surface level of its premise, and yeah, while it's cute, it doesn't really delight me in the way that other Bard skins do. It's good, it's
I agree with
fine,
that.
but every other skin he has is great. I have to pick
Every other skin he has is great. That is true. The Bard is the best skin for Bard.
The best Bard skin is Bard. F you, fight me. I'm not justifying this, I'm not justifying I am obviously right, and anyone who disagrees with me is obviously wrong. But, okay, if I must. I admit it is a kind of painfully obvious skin, a D&D skin line with a character named Bard plays a Bard. Yeah, not exactly a genius leap of creative inspiration there, but on the other hand, I don't think I could look myself in the mirror in the morning if I had the opportunity to do that, and I didn't take it, so And the execution of the skin is more than just obvious, I think. Having him be a faceless, empty suit with a mask merely hovering where a head should be is like, oh, that's a really interesting D&D character now. There's intrigue and mystery here. Immediately you wonder what this guy's deal is. Making his horn a curly French horn is just fun and charming, and giving him an outfit almost like some operatic impresario with that ruffled cravat and fancy coat and, yeah, the opera mask floating around, that's all just fun. It's interesting. It implies a story that is worth hearing. The best
And then you see how he just kind of goes and on and on. But see, the problem with that is he's got a good mic. He's got a good voice. He's got a really good explanation storytelling. I need to work on my EQ, obviously. EQ or just like soundproofing my room much, much more for sure. It's well edited for sure though. Yeah, like editing wise in the background is 100% the case. Which, you know, I lack the skill of. You're getting distracted, Troubs? It's true. You're not wrong. I have ADHD. Fight me. I get distracted in shorts real easy. Does he have one for Leona? We can look one up for Leona.
You are smart.
Yeah, there should be one that he hates on, which is Leona. I don't know if I think he already did Leona, so that shit's gonna be like a long ass time to see. Here, luckily there is a Leona needs a girlfriend and a proper plate mail, making Leona looking like a real Solari. TBSKs, yeah. Oh yeah, battle.
Oh boy, this skin is
battle.
so the story
Leona.
in the universe of the Battle Academia skins is that Leona is at the hero school that has a bad reputation, the delinquent ruffian school full of bad apples and student gangs and whatever. If you watched anime, you know the kind. And she has that classic split personality thing that she's really kind and nice and bright and friendly right up until there's a fight, at which point she becomes an unstoppable battle monster that everyone is scared of. And I just don't get any of that from her design at all. Between the blue hair, the epaulettes on the shoulders, the blood red eyes, and the way that she's framed in the splash, everything about her gives off Ice Queen vibe, like she's a Dandere. And her design being so focused around the shield naturally makes her look like a protector or defender, not a terrifying hot-blooded brawler. Plus, her design is just so busy. It's overloaded with so many competing details, like it's someone's self-insert OC taking...
It's very funny because it is blue, but on my screen it's fucking purple.
DeviantArt. Even her uniform.
There is some color. I'm finally realizing that there's some fucking color scheme problems in my screen. How do I change that shit? There is a obvious color problem with my screen. Oh, it's bluish purple though, but mine is just pure purple. Like it ain't no blue. There's no blue on it. Maybe turn off dynamic brightness? No. Source detection auto. Yeah, it's a little weird.
For the rest of the students at the academy,
I don't know how I
this
fixed
skin
that.
is just a complete
It is what it is.
mismatch, both with its own concept and with its own skin universe. It's a mess and it's incoherent. Subscribe to this channel for shorts or see my...
There's one for the Leona there. High Noon Leona.
Previous videos if you haven't, but we left the best for last with High Noon Leona, the legendary of the bunch. And a fair criticism of the skin is that outside of the big shield, it is hard to recognize Leona here. That's part of a general problem in League of Legends, where the women especially have similar and indistinct faces, but that's not really this particular skin's fault. Looking past that, holy sh**, I don't know about y'all, but this one is a banger.
Focus,
The thing
focus.
that's bugged me about the High Noon skins is that the human character designs especially are pretty conservative about fully exploring Old West fashion and aesthetics. It seems to be just cowboy hats and leather chaps all the way down, but Leona
After
brings
this,
full
well, we'll
gothic
get back
Southern
to our
belle ensemble
research
to the
again.
party. Deadly sharp hoop petticoats, frills, laces, ribbons, embroidery, the whole 9 yards, and it's just so
Yeah, the
much
High
fun to
Noon
look
gets
at.
a horse,
She's a woman
which is
scorned.
so
Her family
good.
was robbed by Mordekaiser, and she's leading the heist on the train to get it all back, for which purpose she has acquired seemingly demonic powers, which manifest as brimstone butterflies that follow her particle effects, and one of which also sits in her hair as a decorative ornament, which rules. Interestingly though, and I do love this detail, Leona is not wearing dainty high society shoes, but big sturdy riding boots. There's a practical nature underneath all that fashion which isn't afraid to get its hands dirty.
Dun dun dun. Get these hands dirty. The rubber biscuit. Alright, give me 1 second here. Let's get back to it. Check out this shorts as well. Check out this shorts as well. Check out this shorts as well. The mythology guy, Beyblade prophecy, and sarcastic courage. Let's watch this video.
One of my
it's
favorite
the same
scenes in
video.
the second act of Arcane, at least visually, is Silco's discussion with Marcus, in part because it's so...
Right, because you see, this is where they explain things while the video is rolling.
gloriously unsubtle in its visual language. Silco man-spreads his bony ass on a giant couch playing with a decadent cigar, while Marcus sits on a tiny stool like a boy being disciplined by his father. Marcus's body language is twitchy and unsteady, consonant with restless leg syndrome, while Silco moves slowly, languidly, and lazily. When Marcus dares to suggest he should arrest Jinx, Silco cuts the end off his cigar just as he also cuts off Marcus, and when Silco threatens Marcus, literally putting the squeeze on him, we get this shot with Marcus claustrophobically squeezed literally in the aperture of Silco's armpit, showing visually how powerless and trapped he is by his own corruption and debt. When Marcus later indulges in an impotent power fantasy of pulling the pin on a grenade and killing them both, this is why. He feels small, he feels powerless, he feels constrained, and the guilt of everything he's done to enrich himself is eating him alive from the inside, which is all that he deserves, the little worm. Anyway, you want a lot more animation?
A lot more animation discussion of the arcane. So what do you want me to do with that there? What up, Power? What do you want me to do with that there, Panda? Right? Where all these things are being explained. Like, there's not... The bad part about FGO is that FGO, while it has its minor animations, right? It's not as long as these discussional types. And then, do High Noons have Kurumas? I think the High Noon does have Kurumas.
Argument for either Star Guardian, Zombie Slayer, or...
I think all characters to an extent have 1 or 2 Kurumas. If not, within like a year or two, they'll have like 1, 2 additional chromas on it. But I think High Noon doesn't need a chroma, low-key.
It's Jinx's best skins, but
I don't have it yet, so I don't know.
The original set of Odyssey skins in the universe they established are without contest some of the best design work Riot has ever done for a skin line, and Jinx is no exception. I go into excruciating detail about that in my full video on the skin line, but the TLDR is that Odyssey casts Jinx not as a broken or traumatized wild card, but as a romantic. She's a wild and creative soul who has decided to pour all of her romantic capacity into making big explosions with complete disregard for her own safety, hence the prosthetics, which are such a perfect bit of storytelling for this exact version of the character. She dresses in simple, down-to-earth fabrics and leather and carries a pipe wrench in her belt, but all of her weapons and prosthetics are high-tech and golden, which again fits her as a mechanic and engineer who cares about this stuff. Her big poofy hair on top of all of that gives her the exact level of wild star / sci-fi space western cartooniness that she needs to carry it all off. I love this version of Jinx so much, and I wish we'd see more of her. Subscribe to this channel for shorts, or see my main channel for longer in-depth videos.
Yeah, because that one's nice to have. And then another VOD is... Seraphine got an update. And then I gotta check out the mythology.
A criticism I have of Seraphine's character design is that it goes very hard on dressing her in the imagery of a modern pop star, which makes some sense for her character, but does a much worse job at placing her in the regions she's supposed to be from. Piltover and Zaun's aesthetics mix late 1800s industrialization and steampunk with Victorian Edwardian high fashion in Piltover and modern punk aesthetics in Zaun, and Seraphine just doesn't look very much like either of those. Well, Legends of Runeterra to the rescue, because here, Seraphine's fashion is now adding belts and straps and stripy fabrics, emphasizing the leather and simple fabrics of the regions that she's associated with. The art emphasizes her as a tinkerer and a craftsperson making her own instruments, and I don't know about you, but building your own guitar is just a damn cool thing for her to do. And as an extra cool bit of storytelling here, you can see the roots in her hair. The pink color is a dye job. It's part of her pop star costume, and it emphasizes the act of self-creation that comes with performance, which I think is just a great touch. Also, they gave her a squirrel companion and a cool moped, and her guitar shoots goddamn fire out of the headpiece like she's on Mad Max. God, Legends of Runeterra has good art direction. Subscribe to this channel for shorts, or see my main channel for longer in-depth videos.
Oh, this guy's so obsessed with the lore, which is funny because it contradicts itself at times, and he mentions it too. Currently, until fair now notice, the lores on certain things are being used as the old until the Legend of Runeterra came along. Because then the Legend of Runeterra came along, and then the lore itself became a canonical being. So it's still a fucking mess. But with the new updates and with the new stuff, there's actually a lore department that's actually straightening things out these days. So it'll get better over time. And then after season 2 of Arcane, we're hoping that they'll either canonicalize Arcane as a story or it's just a different dimensional timeline.
Oh, he's gonna love this. Hey, Adam, come see what I made. Oh, God, help me. Oh, myself. What's going on with you? I just woke up and I was bleeding profusely. Oh, God. Do you know what happened? No, I mean, we hung out in the garden. You took a nap. I tucked you in and I tore one of your ribs out. Say what now? Why would you take my rib? Well, remember how you said you were lonely earlier? Well, I made another person for you, and I had to tear out one of your ribs to do that. But you made me out of dust. Like, why didn't you just do that again? Well, Adam, you're a man, okay? This one's a woman, and women come from people's ribs, I've decided. Are you kidding me right now? Do you have any idea how much this hurts? All right, I'm sorry. Here's the woman. You know, I've got like 20 more of these things. Let's put Oh, he's... Lore time. As nobody guessed, this week's card game art was the Japanese Onryo. Onryo are the restless, vengeful spirits of people whose deaths were caused by evil circumstances. You know, like murder or being driven to The Onryo curse any area they inhabit and seek out and do harm to pretty much anyone they encounter, especially if they encounter the ones who did harm to them in life. But even if they get their vengeance, the spirit still lingers and can still cause more problems. So don't murder people, you'll cause trouble for all of us. Oh, and these things were also likely the inspiration for The Grudge and The Ring. Check out our Instagram to see the other characters we've revealed. Let me know what you think of the art.
The problem with this one is that this one has good art, good editing. Unfortunately, I can't show my IRL face, so it'll probably be like me popping up in the screen and talking like this, right? And then just kind of have this GIF moving instead of the mouth moving. It's not very appealing to a lot of these short audiences.
And let me know who else you want to see in the game. Fun fact, similar to Halloween, Dia de los Muertos, or the Day of the Dead, is a time of year when the spirits of the deceased can return to the human world. And it also has a bit to do with butterflies. You see, monarch butterflies are a species that migrate south to Mexico for the colder months, and they get there right as the Day of the Dead is beginning, which has resulted in the popular belief that these creatures are actually the spirits of the dead coming to visit their families, which I think makes sense. I mean, right when the Day of the Dead begins, all of these things fly in, why wouldn't you think that? So maybe don't swat at any of these things, wouldn't want to accidentally smack Grandpa. What's really interesting about this is the ancient Greeks also used...
I'm just using the content as a vessel. You don't need to do to use your face. Just use this cover story and mythologies and whatnot. That is true. So, like, in order for me to make these videos, I need like a mythological pictures, FGO pictures, maybe FGO models.
The god of death. What is it with butterflies and death, man? That is not the animal I would think of. Fun fact.
Like, if I want to make a lore shorts, right? I'm gonna need a pic of IRL, actually not lore shorts, character. If I want a character short, I need a pic of IRL servant, pic of an IRL for the character. Then I need a pic of FGO character. Then I need the model for FGO. And then just use gameplay clips and pictures. Well, that's the problem too, right, Panda? Gameplay clips and pictures, I don't have those, right? Like, I don't have them clipped. I don't have a clipper, I don't have a mod, so one of the problem is that I don't have a person there on my side, or I'll just be like, hey, clip that, and then people would clip it, because everybody and their mom's busy. Or, you know, just, you know, they look at the clock, and then other streamer comes on, and they hop onto that streamer and just ignore me. It is what it is. Model for FGO, and then just subtitles. Subtitles, that's an important one. Pick of character, pick of FGO, model for FGO, subtitles, and then some, like, BGM. Some background music and whatnot. And then by doing so, we'll be able to get things done. And then maybe like the gameplay. Yeah, like a gameplay. I like that. Let's put that in. Gameplay action of said characters. Right, because remember, in order to do a character short, it has to be less than 60 seconds, longer than 30 seconds. Want to be around 50, was it 45? What the fuck did he say? Around 45 seconds. No, 55 seconds is the best cutoff. Because I can say all these things, right? But if I end it too early, it'd be problematic. And if I end it too late, it won't become a short, which is actually a problem part here. What is that? Bum ba ba bum. It's made by Unity. Oh, I see. Interesting. That's actually really cool. The hell? Well, that might actually help out a lot. Is it like how on the point is this? Oh, damn, it is on the point. That's pretty cool. Can I? No, I can't spin them around, of course. Well, that makes sense. Oh, that's pretty cool. Well, thank you. I think I actually needed that. You can manipulate it quite a bit. I think you can even export it to clear. You can spin it. I gotta work on it then. Okay, so model of FGO is check, I think. So we can get that rolling. And the pick up the IRL character, pick up the FGO character, model for it, subtitle, BGM, gameplay, action, and said character. That is for the character shorts, right? That's the whole foundation that I gotta do for the character shorts. At the same time, I explain the character, right? Explain a character in 60 sec. That's gonna be the hardest part, right? Because in 60 seconds is not enough of how great these characters are. But in 60 seconds, I can give you the IRL lore, FGO lore, and I guess my opinion on it. Just like the quote-unquote guy talks about the Day of the Butterflies, and just like how he talks about
there's a reasonable argument for this.
Yeah, the Jinx shenanigans. Subtitle's gonna be the bitch part.
There's a reasonable argument for either Star Guardian, Zombie Slayer, or even Crime City as
because I gotta find a program that gets a good transcript, which technically already has on OBS soon, which I gotta do install, and then I have to get one so that'll transcripts it out
Jinx's
to
best
text.
skins, but I'm not interested in making those arguments. The original set of Odyssey skins in the universe.
Right, because you two have their own transcript, and then you have your own big ass.
They established are without contest. Somebody has decided.
I wonder if you do the video, throw it on YouTube, then get the transcripts ripped out.
Work Riot has ever done for a skin line, and Jinx is no exception. I go into excruciating detail about that in my full video on the skin line, but the TLDR is that Odyssey.
I think it becomes a subtitle problem, which I'll probably not do a couple of times. I don't rely on the closed captions for sure. Yeah, that's the you see how his captions is already there. And probably it'll help that if I have a script, right? And I hate writing scripts. Script is not my strong suit. For show. Give me 1 second here. I gotta get this monster beaten. I gotta beat that ass with a spatula. I'm still doing the whatchamacallit, the NA JP node 90++ finally. Now that I finally finished story, I can farm 90++. I was already like halfway done with the shop because I farmed the all node, which was really nice because I just kept spamming that shit all day instead of concentrating on one mat at a time. The NA's having their shit on Sunday, and then the event is on Monday, and then we're gonna have a live stream on Saturday. Oh god, too loud. And then now the official banner is Ibuki only for about a good week. Now that, my good friends, is fucking bonkers. Bonkers. Decision. I gotta say, chat. I think I will make that decision right here. Baba boy. Let's go to New York City. Are you going in there, Power? Yeah, because if you don't know, I'm glad that they do this, right? I think whoever did this one did a fantastic job telling you who's the voice actor is scenting. The voice actor of Barrel Gut, voice actor of Scandinavia, Pepperoncino, and also, remember, Kengo is a voice actor of Iori. At the same time, Mr. Kano Yoshiki, who's the second section director of FGO. Gotta say though, my God, my boy low-key be flying and going places a lot more than anybody else, I think. Because if he's not in America, he's in Japan. And if he's not in Japan, he's in China. If he's not in China, he's in Korea. If he's not in Korea, he's in other location where the big server is. Like, low-key, Mr. 2 is just kind of being ragdolled into an entire country left and right. I wish I could go to NYC. Why not? Everybody and their mom's going, right, Power? I'm not going, of course, because I can't afford that shit anymore right now. I can't even go to cons. I can't even wish to go to cons right now because I'm fucking getting decimated with bills. But we can't do it on stream, can we? What are you talking about, Power? So yeah, officially, good news is that we're gonna have a live stream of this because they specifically wrote it here that they're gonna have an online live stream possibilities. So I gotta have this day off, and then ironically, I have to have the 31st in Japan / 30th in JP off. So I might have to ask for a 3-day vacation where I'm just off on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Which is wild. Because I won't celebrate the NA New Year's, but I'm going to be celebrating JP New Year's, which is kind of whack. And then the new system in our company is just making things very complicated. Very annoying. Is this book 11, aka the last book? Yeah, it is. Nice. Because if you don't know, technically Elemenloid Adventure is over. We're now heading towards Elemenloid's Adventure. Because Elemenloid's Adventure is the continuation of Elemenloid's case file. And then to this day, we still have no fucking idea when Fate Strange Fake is coming. We still have no idea of where CCC remake is coming. I mean, Fate remake is coming. Fate Extra, excuse me. Is NYC Anime a stream? Oh, are you talking about the, like, NA section? I think the NA section might get streamed. I think so, yeah. I think they'll announce, just like they announced it right here, right here. Yeah, there's right there. There's the live stream schedule that you can get to. I'm pretty sure Cad's gonna stream this. I'm not, just because 6:45 is a day I should be sleeping, right? So in about 8 days, I'm pretty sure Cad's gonna talk about this live stream, which is the NA section here. Remember, I can't do any NA stuff because it conflicts with my sleeping schedule. I wish, but you know, it is what it is. So NYC is at least streaming there. I don't know if any other NY shenanigan is streaming. But yeah, we know for a fact that NYC is streaming. Oh shit. Ooh, that was close. I don't know what that was. I don't know what the shit it was, but it was not safe. I follow artists of every kind, and those kind gets a little intense. Because because they want to sell their books, and then their books tend to be sometimes wholesome. A lot of times it's doujinshi. Like Choco would write some and draw some like risque art here and there and be like, you want this one or the wholesome one? Here it is. We got the NA back. You good for League of Legends tonight, by the way? I think so. I think I'm good and down for League. Like I've told you guys before, I'm having some connection issues. So I don't know if I'll be able to talk a lot, but I should be fine playing some League. In actuality, fun fact, I'm gonna exit stream now because all the learning curves, I have to implement them, right? So you're gonna see a lot of stream that's gonna be less than 3 hours. That is for certain. I think I'm gonna start doing that because A, I need to research YouTube Shorts more. B, I need to make more video contents more, if you haven't already noticed. Like I've told everybody, the age of streaming is low-key dwindling. Unless you're a really good fucking big star, streaming is definitely not the biggest option anymore. So especially someone like me who is operating everything on semi-solo, I do need to get them VODs working. So take care of yourself, have fun. If you guys enjoy the stream, as always, make sure you guys follow me on YouTube, follow me on Discord, follow me on Twitter. All that good jazzies. I said semi, okay. And I believe Faithon is streaming. Yes, he is. We're gonna raid this little nuggie here. So I hope you enjoyed yourselves. And every Friday we're gonna be doing this shenanigans. So I hope you got your pantyhose ready. Every Friday is going to be a research day for me because, like I said, I don't have a lot of time sometimes, and whenever I do have the time, I want to use it for research. Whenever I do have the time, I want to, play games, have fun, all that good jazz. So if you guys enjoy the stream, make sure you hit that follow button. If you're on YouTube, I am working on integrating YouTube chat so I can see you guys very soon. And if you got any comments, tell me in the comments below. Did you guys hear the quote-unquote non-copyrighted low beats shenanigans and enjoyed it? Because if this works and my stream doesn't get copyright striked, I think I'm going to put them in the background while we're doing, something like research and whatnot. All right? So thank you guys so much for coming. Greatly appreciate it. I hope to see you guys on Monday. If not, next time. TTFN. Ta-ta for now. Maybe I might stream something on Sunday. Peace.